Are we meant to be hearing something?
I think Carl muted himself. God damn it. Alright guys, we'll just end it here.
And that's it, folks.
That's not it, everyone.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I had no idea how to do the.
What was that?
to start, so-
Were you talking then?
No, I was like,
Okay, cool.
I
Because
was
you're doing
like-
like the mouth, and I was
You're
like,
doing the
did
mouth,
you
and
mute?
there's no words.
no, I was trying to go along with the Roll20 music.
Oh, I couldn't hear it. I must have muted. I was expecting you to be like,
God damn.
"Hey everyone," that would be a classic. That's next week.
I can't. I'm late.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello,
Hi, everyone.
This is what you guys signed up for.
Yeah, welcome. You signed up with it. This is what you get for joining the NIP crew.
The Nip Crew, is that what it's called? Is that official?
No, I don't know. No, that's not.
The Nip
hi.
Crew.
No, it's the Nippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate this. Oh my god, 18 months.
We
Wow.
love you. We love you. I love you.
Really, you've signed up for 18 months of this. How you survived this long? Tell us your secret.
Yeah, how did you get by all this? Because this is bullshit, even on my end. Can't. Hi, fam. Love you. Joey, you owe him a dab.
I haven't dabbed for this long on the internet. I'm gonna dab right now.
Okay, damn it. I tried. Hi, everyone. I'm Dragons and Cats, and we're playing Dragons Brew D&D, a 5e charity game. And for this month, we are supporting the Starlight Children's Foundation, a non-profit organization for hospitalized children and their families. The Starlight programs offer entertainment, education, technology to critically and chronically ill children, while providing them with wish-granting opportunities, online community support to help with their stress and anxieties, and as well as creating express rooms, a sort of safe haven for sick kids and their families as well. Now, how you can help? Just tuning in is all the help you need to give, but if you want to go that extra mile, you can definitely scroll on down below and click on the donations if possible. Not only will your donations go to an awesome cause, they'll also go to our players. Whereas if you donate $1, they'll get a D10 healing dice. $2 gives out an advantage. $3 gives out a D12 bardic inspiration. And $5 gives out a luck dice. And since we've had Viridian Knight come on in with the tier 3 sub, everyone gets 3 luck dice.
Oh wow, yeah.
Damn.
As subs, also as each level sub counts towards a luck dice each. So starting at tier 1, the party which receive a luck die. Starting at tier 2, they'll receive 2, and so on to 3. With us tonight are our players, and unfortunately we are down in Ikram still, just due to the wonderful Probod is doing his best Probod he can out on films and stuff. Dreamcastle.
Actually, a tier 3 is actually technically 5 times more than the tier 1. So that means we get 5 luck dice.
I think it should be multiplicative.
No, but actually, I mean, like, the tier 3 is actually worth, I think, about 5 or 6 sub points. So, I'm just saying.
You know what? All right, that's
Tier 2 is worth 2 though.
Are you going to retcon that, Kyle?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw. I'd like you to all pick from one of you. I want one of you to pick. So someone's going to have a roll here. Who's going to make a roll?
Joey gets
I'll make a roll.
Okay.
It's my time to be lucky, guys. I've had a couple of times which haven't been lucky. Am I getting real dice for this?
I mean, if you want, you can use it. You can do a D100 on Roll20, or you can roll actual dice.
Oh no, D100. I don't have that dice, guys. I'm not going to roll multiple dice. So D100.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to
roll.
type this out. So what's the typing out? /R
/R space D100.
Oh yeah,
D100. Are you ready, guys?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I have no idea what it means.
It's a low number. That's all
But
I
it's a
know.
low number.
As
Per the wonderful Dungeon
Oh
Master's
wow!
guide.
Look at that cover.
I know. Pretty of the limited
very
edition.
Oh my god, shiny.
It's shiny.
It's like a real spell book.
Wonderful. And you will be receiving this tonight.
What?
You will be receiving something tonight.
Ah, I thought you meant the book. Am I getting another book? Yeah.
No, you're not getting another book.
Hopefully it's not like a dagger or an arrow.
All right. So, Joygasm, tell us about your character, who you're playing, and one thing you remember from last session.
Okay, so I play Sandstorm Desert Legend. He is a Tabaxi rogue. He's half brother, not half brother. Fuck's sake! Someone put that in my brain. Someone kept saying that. Remember? I think Carl kept saying that. My brother is Belvin. I got adopted by his parents when I was just a little baby. Well, I was a child. And I am on my vengeance to kill the dragon that destroyed my tribe and attacked my hometown of Greenest. And last week, we almost got killed by that said dragon. We weren't ready yet. We were like, nah. I definitely wanted to kill it. Like, Sandstorm wanted to kill him. But everyone else in the party used their wits, and they said, nah, maybe not the best time. And so we fled back to Rivergar with a Casimir teleport, which was awesome.
It was a tactical retreat, right? We didn't flee.
Yeah.
Main smart. With us also tonight is Casimir, played by Boneweave, who is currently AFK. So let's move on down to BM Curfew.
I play Belvin, the Dragonborn Paladin. And yeah, last week we talked our way out of the situation at the start of the game anyway.
Mm.
And then other stuff happened.
Mm.
And then?
A sacrifice was made. Information was
Oh, yeah.
learned.
Torture was...
Obtained.
But yes.
The best
Good
non-evil deeds out there done by Belvin.
Well, he is new.
Hey. Technically, I didn't actually do it. Sandstorm
You
did.
just held him down, like, do you want to do it, Sandstorm?
Yeah, pretty much.
Flash of the eyes.
Hey, it was a team effort.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I didn't technically slit his throat.
Well, yeah, you don't... Yeah. I know a way around a blade a bit better than you, mate. I know when,
Oh, yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome, though. You literally held him perfectly. It's like in the NFL, it's the person holding the ball to do a kick. There's a lot of the person holding the ball has got it right.
Just in case the ball resists.
Yeah. In this case, his ball was resisting. I don't think that's the exact metaphor I'm looking for, but that works.
Finally, Boneweave.
Oh, hello. I'm Luke, playing Casimir, the Tiefling Wizard. So last session we got information on the cultists' hideouts. Well, 3 hideouts. We need to investigate. We killed one of the cult leaders, conveniently sacrificing him into the pool that needed the blood.
Look, if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have known the dragon was coming beforehand.
That was something I wasn't expecting either.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
You saved your way out of the TPK.
What else was there? Then we go back to Riverguard. Everything else is going pretty well, I think.
Yeah. As we dive into tonight's game of Dragon's Brew D&D, the keep is actually doing quite wonderfully. Surprisingly so. You've returned home. You've laid down your weary heads and drifted off into the night after making your way home. You made your way in, talked with Leosin. You did a scry on Talus as you got home. She was in a panicked rush. Belvin, you had passed on out in the bed, in your bedroom, while Sandstorm talked with Leosin as well, just in regards to a meeting in the morning where they'll be whisked away to Waterdeep. As the night has passed and you all wake up, Belvin, are you waking up in your typical morning routine?
Yep.
You wake up, get it up, doing the laps. You see that the grounds itself, the keep, are becoming close to what they used to. The tavern is still under construction, but the keep has come a long way. The fields surrounding the keep are blooming with crops, even through just coming out of winter into spring. The majority of the light snow that falls around the keep has already melted away. You assume it's due to Ikram's influence on the land. You've got Godfrey, George, James, all on patrol as well. They give you a wave as you're going past it. You do your swim up past the fishing. They yell at you, trying to get you to run off because, you're causing fish to no longer be in the area. Scaring the fish away you are. What about the rest of you? Belvin, by the time you make it back, it's about 8 o'clock, something like that?
Yep. Solid 2-hour morning run, swim.
Marathon.
By that time, by 8 o'clock, once you get back, you realize that a lot of the residents of the keep and from around it are gathering in the Great Hall as you pass on by. Claws on Strings tells you, the keep would like to put a feast on for welcoming you all back. And Elton looks over and goes, yes, we've all been told what you all need to be taken away. So we thought we'd do something nice. And you see Ramsey sticks his head out.
Very graceful. I will get myself ready to eat as well.
You see at this point, Ursa and Ikram are coming down. You see Ikram's already chewing on some bark. It's lit on one end. Just gives you a nod and goes, hey.
Morning.
Morning.
I'll just go back up, get changed.
What about Casimir and Sandstorm?
He'll be coming down about now in his pajamas.
Yeah. You're in your pajamas, you're coming on down. You can smell the delicious food being put on.
Got his little horn socks on.
Don't you just always wear that and then just make it an illusion?
I take the socks off at least.
Yeah, you're definitely wearing comfy pants 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But illusions are...
Just constantly in sweatpants.
They're so
Just in
comfortable.
trackies. Just in trackies. Plus straight trackies to comfort.
Oh yeah.
Alright, that's got to become a magic item now.
That's like Luke's dream item.
Oh my god. Are we so comfortable all the time?
Comfortable and powerful.
You see, as you're coming down, Casimir, Leozin's already sitting at the table sharing drinks with Alton. Claws on Strings and Nicole and Semel have all made their way in. Colvin's made his Colvin Bronze Anvil has made his way in as well. And it seems like Godfrey's just coming off the night guard. He just sits down with Ale and it's like, on. Everyone's exchanging their pleasantries and they all just give you a head nod. Morning. Samuel looks at you with excitement and says, "The training's really paying off. It's incredible. It's incredible. You've thanks to what you told me the other night, I can now." And you see, poof, disappears into a mist and poof, appears right beside you.
Ooh, Misty Step.
Mm.
Well done.
Thank you, Master. And then he goes back over towards his seat and sits back down. One of the serving ladies, Ola, comes over. She's got another full ewer of wine. Puts it, well, not wine actually, of orange juice.
We haven't made our brew yet.
Oh, it's been made. It's just into the street pub.
We haven't made more yet.
You need to make more. And then she's like, "What are you feeling like? You feeling like just the morning eggs and bacon?" You see a massive tray of meats, scrambled eggs, and basically three breakfast meals have been laid down across from you, basically where Belvin's much larger seat is compared to yours.
You're making me real hungry, Kyle.
I'll take the big
There.
breakfast, please.
Like lamb shanks,
Stop.
sausages.
Sausages.
And then coming on down finally as he walks up to the balcony, hearing all this noise and being woken up. Furs ruffled to one side, Sandstorm Desert Legend looking over the balcony to see this display before you.
I already got a bowl of food I'm just eating.
Just somehow I've already got a bowl of
Stole
syrup.
off someone.
I snuck it. No one even saw me.
The servant lady just looks up to you and goes, "Lord Sandstorm, how did...
I just give her a look and just like continue.
Mm.
Look at my roleplay.
Certainly you want something more than just oats, of course. Lord of your... Do you... Okay, tell Ramsay.
I've never been a cat of fancy food.
Just get him some bacon.
Jeez. It better not be cat bacon.
He goes, yes.
Bacon.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Sword Asa. And she heads on off. And you all sit back down at the table. And they all look at you expectantly.
Look how many there is. There's so many there.
And all you all gathered friends and allies. Some you've saved, some you've met.
What's this old mate's playing right now? He doesn't get food until he plays his song.
It's
You don't
like-
eat until you finish your tune.
Damn.
Until we're all gone.
Well, let's find out. Let's see what he plays.
Days, sir.
Let's see what he plays.
Oh, damn.
Play the sad song. Okay.
Same song it is.
He's just like, all right, you want me to hit? And he kind of like, bing, 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 and then plays something really slow and Celtic.
I was going to say something that's
Eating,
appropriate for the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Something
can't.
nice and relaxing in the morning.
Alright, well, if they're all staring at us expectantly, we'll just want to go. Thank you all for preparing this and, we are very grateful for all of you and all the efforts you have made to get this keep up and running. And this meal is for you guys as it is for us as well. So enjoy yourselves. And we'll be back as soon as we can. Dig in.
Yeah. Colvin goes and he just swigs ale, just
In the morning.
and then just
Bloody
lays
7 a.m.
worse.
Liquid breakfast.
Oh yes.
Belvin eats a shit ton of food to sustain his body.
Casimir's asleep.
At some point, Belvin, you look up and you just see Casimir just hardly just like.
If Casimir hasn't finished his, when Belvin finishes, he like yanks his food from under him and eats it, and then puts it back.
Do you use magic mage hand where it is to eat your food?
It's just like.
He's not even trying. He's just leaning forward and just.
The food just comes into
The spoon lifts itself
Just like
up.
reclines, just like.
Yeah.
This is great. He's not even sitting. He's levitating.
It would be fun if you had like your illusion, and the illusion's just feeding you. You're actually just asleep.
Pretty sure I'd choke and die.
He uses magic to get your organs moving. And stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just on life support.
You're so tired. You're tired. You're just tired in the morning.
I'm not dying. I think.
Alton leans forward and goes, "We've all heard about the summons you've been requested to attend. We've all vowed to defend your home till the end." And looks around at Osar, then to Colvin, and then to Cyrus, and then to Samuel, and then over towards Claws on Strings, Nicol just puts a glass of tankard of ale up in the air, then looks over to the others and then leans on forward to Casimir and gives a nod to Sandstorm. And finally moves over to Belvin and Ikram, just being like, "We're going to do our best to keep this place safe."
And we believe you will. Because
There's enough.
we know this is as much your home as it is ours as well.
You've given us enough. The keep makes enough that we can. Well, settlement actually makes enough that we're able to keep everything running smoothly. And truly, this is for you, for all of you. We were only able to secure one, but we got a great price. And they pull out a small little box, very small box, and push it forward towards the group. Leosin leans back and says, "Alton and I may have pulled some strings to get this to you."
Thank you so much. And he'll pick it up, and you'll get close, and he'll put it in front of everyone. Is it alright if I look in now?
Oh no, of course, sir.
Open it up.
Inside the small coffee, you find two little vials. They have the same coloring as potions of healing, but inside you can see what seems to be glittering sparkles, probably diamond dust or gold. Casimir, your eyes are instantly drawn to them. It's like that.
Was half
wakes
asleep.
you
Magic?
up. It goes, whoa, as you receive two potions of superior healing.
Oh my
Superior
God.
healing. I don't think I've ever had one of them.
That sounds amazing. But what
Sounds
is this?
superior to normal potions of healing.
Shout out to Viridian Knight.
Well,
For
that seems
those-
like.
Hey.
Thank.
Oh, I'm actually losing 1 HP right now. Yeah, thanks.
Alright.
And
Wow.
you can distribute that how you want.
Thank you all so much.
I feel like
We can, with a bonus action, can we drink, feed someone, or is it an action?
bonus action.
Okay.
Drink.
But like no way to
I feel like you two should take one each.
put it in someone's mouth.
What?
To put it in someone else's mouth is an action.
Action?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, it's a bonus action, right?
For anyone. it's a bonus
Yeah,
action.
For
if
my
you,
ability.
for you to feed someone else, you can use your uncanny action.
Uncanny action, yeah. That's what I was
as a
saying.
bonus action. Yes.
Yeah,
that's
so I
fair.
think Sandstorm, Shadowone, and probably Belvin. 100% Belvin.
No one takes the hits.
I can heal myself though, so
And I can heal anyone else.
so
with
I think
bonus
I
action.
think Casimir should take it because I have self-healing. I have a self-healing ability.
Okay, I'll take one.
Yeah.
Let Sandy
gotta
take
get
the other one.
Gotta get the stats for this.
Otherwise, yes, I would take one, but I can heal myself.
Is it
so-
in the
You sh-
information?
You should. Yep.
Isn't it 8d4 plus something?
Holy shit.
Superior?
Yes, superior.
Mm.
So you have
Damn.
2 of them.
So what, that'd be 8d4 plus 8? I think. Because normal one's 2d4 plus 2. Holy shit.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Potions, man.
Don't think it is in here.
Superior healing.
Oh my god.
8d4 plus 8.
There you go.
That's big.
That's some good healing.
Oh, well, we were.
As I said, I don't think we've
That's
We haven't.
ever seen a superior healing potion.
well.
I think
Segment
I think
the boss
I
fight.
gave you his one in Curse of Strahd, but that was too.
I feel like it was only greater. I've only ever seen a
I've
greater.
never heard of it before.
It's possible. All right.
Mm.
Well, there you go.
I haven't
You
seen.
guys are 11th level. You may as well have something.
Yeah.
Thanks,
it is true.
Viridian.
it. Thank you.
Thanks, B.
Thank you.
Oh, baby.
Fuck.
It's just making sound now.
Alright.
I just drank all the potions. Whoops. No.
That wasn't potion.
Oh, shit.
That was spirits.
I've got a sandstorm with me now.
You're just being stormed.
Ha! Yes, we have a brand new emote coming as well. A sandstorm. For those of Nipper tier 1 and higher. But regardless.
Nippeteers? You change. I like how you change. You change every time. I love it. Nippeteers.
If you've met me, you'll understand that I'm very inconsistent in life.
Or if you've watched one episode.
If you've watched one episode of anything that I'm involved in, I'm very.
Within like half an hour, you've changed. What was it for? The Nips Club to Nippeteers.
I like Nip Club.
Fucking hell.
I'm actually crying. Holy shit, that's hilarious.
So, you all dig into your feast as Colvin holds up his mug and goes, "To the Lords of Riverguard," and everyone goes, "Hey!" They cheers.
Hey.
They drink.
Casimir
Have
has
a-
like a smug look at Sandstorm. Because they said lords.
You're all lords. I just have the technical thing.
You have the title.
I have the title, but we're all even.
Technically,
Yeah,
you're
all
in his
four of us
court.
is even.
Can you just put that in
Sandstorm,
writing, please?
Belvin, Casimir, and Enki. We're all even.
We have the keep commander, Belvin. We have the court mage, Casimir, and we have the groundskeeper,
Thank you.
Enki. And
groundkeeper Enki.
And you
Then-
so sad because he's not here to defend himself. I feel bad. We did it when he was here as well. It's fine.
Alright, so are we heading straight off after this food?
Yes, essentially after this food, we will be heading straight off. It's during this meal that Colvin looks over to you, Belvin, and goes, "If swallowing a large slice of bacon, if you don't mind, I'd really like to hang on to that tome again. See if I can study it a little bit more. Make something special for when you get back. Since you're this now, I have an idea. Might cost a bit, but
I'm curious. How much do you need funds for this? And will this be using pre-existing items?
we're using pre-existing items. but if you ever turn back to yourself, there'll be one ready as well.
I'm not sure how long that'll be though. But
And that's a good thing. Make two things, two different sizes.
if you, I'm just gonna ask, you don't need my plate armor that I have upstairs, do you?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
So I won't take it with me to Waterdeep then.
I mean,
No,
I'll get it.
good to know. I will leave it here in your capable hands, and here is the tome.
Oh,
I have-
wonderful.
I have read it all, and I have even put my own ideas and experiences in it.
Then I will take note of that, indeed. One thing I need to know is the rest of that adamantine plating. Where did that get to?
In one of the bag of holdings, I believe.
Looks over towards.
I don't think I used all of it.
I just like.
What do we have? We had 3
All this
sets
stuff falls out. Doesn't fall out of my bag.
There was 3 sets of armor,
and 3 tridents, right?
3 tridents.
And how
I
many
don't think
did you use for your armor?
He used one.
One
No, he
set?
used two. He used two because it wasn't a full set. It was like half.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I used 2 armors. I didn't use any of the tridents.
So there's
Which
one set
were-
left.
So there's 1 set and 3 tridents.
Okay.
So
And Kaz claimed 1 set. So I can give you 2 tridents.
I know what I'll be able to do with 2 tridents.
You can break it down for material.
Not as good as you can.
well, if you need to purchase anything, here's 2,000 gold.
I was going to budget for 1,000, but okay. I promise I'll. Melvin, when you return home, there'll be something special waiting for you.
I look forward to seeing your work.
Come back in like an hour. Where's the work?
Possibly. So,
Just so you know, since I do a bit of smithing myself, I have a bit of a keen eye. Keep yourself on your
Don't fuck this up.
keep on your toes.
boy, you're talking to the Forge Master of Greenest. Come on. I was forging before you were born.
Well, show me the years of experience you've got on me.
I love a challenge. I'm gonna get started right now then. And he gets up and bolts
Melvin-
off.
Melvin
Fired up.
also gets up and like, all right, I'm gonna go and get my things ready. I think it's time to begin moving.
Did we end up getting another dragon tooth dagger?
You did. You did receive a dragon tooth dagger. Who picked that up?
Kaz grabbed it, I think.
What's
So-
the
Pretty sure Kaz has it.
But it was just literally like a dragon tooth with
It's
a
a tooth.
handle.
That's right. It wasn't the dagger, was it?
No,
It's
it-
like technically
it was a
dagger,
tooth? Tooth, and then the bottom was kind of carved and then wrapped.
Yeah.
Like the root of it. So
Yeah.
the tooth is.
But
no, it
everything
can
is-
still it still looks like it can be used as a dagger. You
It could
obviously,
still stabby
I'm just wondering the
but dragon teeth
stat-
is fucking sharp and strong.
and
I'm wondering like the can you do identifier on this for us, Kev?
I can. I can cast it as a ritual, so I can identify that one. The dragon tooth dagger.
okay, over breakfast, you bring the tooth out. It hovers in midair as you identify it for a second, and as soon as you do, you learn that it is a dragon tooth dagger. It's very potent against enemies of the cult.
Against enemies of the cult.
Against
How does
enemies
it
of-
compare to this?
So in terms of like in-game terms, what does it do?
Out of gaming terms, how does it compare to that one?
Okay, I'm just gonna because I haven't made a thing up for this
Oh,
yet.
okay, then.
I'm just gonna post it in the game chat.
Okay.
+1. Ooh. Against Enemies of the Cult of the Dragon. So what defines an enemy of the Cult of the Dragon?
Everyone in my
You guys.
Yes.
Everyone at Riverguard.
Imagine if they.
But now if it's ours.
Yeah. It's,
Is it
yeah.
our enemies?
Otherwise, it will lose its
So
profit.
it's got acid damage. That's cool.
1d6 acid damage. That's pretty brutal. Like melts them slightly.
Must be from a black dragon then.
What's
Yeah.
the what's my one only gets damage when I'm on a crit, and that's fucking doesn't happen a lot for the secondary one.
Right, you can have it if you want. Yeah?
Yeah, I might do a swap. I'm never going to change vengeance, obviously.
No.
I definitely would. I want to do a swap out.
That was
When we get more time, I could probably refine it for you in the
Oh.
smithy.
yeah, thank you.
Also,
Give
what's
a bit
good
of
for
sandy
this?
touch, or a bit of elven touch.
What's good for this sandstorm? It doesn't require attunement.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm going to add that into my list. What we're going to call it. What's the name of this one?
Dragon Tooth Dagger.
DTD.
Acid dagger.
Yeah, I was gonna say DTD.
Give him the DTD.
I already have a dragon tooth dagger. Huh?
Is it give him the D?
TD.
D.
I got dragon tooth dagger of Lareth. What's this? A dragon tooth dagger of acid.
Just try and
Well-
do dagger, mate.
The one of Larif is a lot more refined. It's actually
So you say when Belvin gets to this dagger, we could give it a new name.
yeah. If you
You can name it. Belvin can name it.
want to try to do something with it, you can try. You can certainly try.
When do we have free time?
Not now.
Not now.
Aww.
That's what I mean. When we
I
have
just got a
time.
DTD of acid for now. Just so I
That's what it's called.
DTDA.
For now.
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Data.
I'm putting it in now, you bastard.
DTDA.
DTTD.
Of DTD of acid for now. Right. An attack is Dex, I assume, because it's a dagger. For a fish.
Yes.
Plus 1, is it?
Yep, +1.
Yep. Plus
there's
one.
Extra 1d6 acid.
Extra 1d6 acid. I like it. It's more consistent than the other one. The
And that's a
one
+6 as well on a crit.
Is that plus Dex or nothing?
Yep. Plus Dex.
On that
Oh, not an
acid
extra
damage?
roll, no.
No.
It's just 1d6. And
We're
on a
gonna
crit, it's a
test
+6.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You should just test that over soon.
That's because.
Oh, you haven't got
Hold
the
on.
normal damage in there either.
Hold on.
Did I do it wrong?
I'm fixing it up for you.
Oh shit, I did the wrong way. I got damage 2 is the 1d6.
You can
One.
click both though.
One sec, I did it wrong.
What is a dagger? 1d4.
What's the first damage?
Yeah.
1d4.
1d4. Oh yeah, he's got it. Okay, we got it. So it is plus Dex though with the damage, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, sweet. That's better. Thank you. Overmind in there. There we go, guys. Yes, oh, you even named it. That's cool.
I didn't know that's you.
The other one piercing.
Oh, no, I didn't put acid.
Someone did.
I did.
Yeah, you did do that.
I'm doing everything.
I gotta put a capital now. I need a capital.
And it's got a 60-foot range. If you want to throw it.
Oh yeah, true.
Because a sharpshooter.
Does acid have any dot effects or anything?
Not unless it says it does.
That's just poison.
One of your more powerful weapons.
I really would want like, I want like a. I wasn't gonna do that.
You can put poison on your weapons.
Yeah.
I know, but I need to like get my hands on some poison because I want to do some poison damage.
Hey mate, we're heading to water deep. You might be
Because
able
I
to.
want to like stab someone and then hide, and I can hide and do damage. Like it's so easy.
Gonna have to buy some poison,
That's
mate.
my next goal is to get a bit more poison. Because I used all my wyvern poison, but that was like one off. I needed like more of a sort of low damage poison that sort of does damage over time.
It's cheaper.
That's cheap and I can use a lot of.
Or actually gives out the poison effect.
Yeah, because yeah, you're right. Poison effect stuff.
Because they're different things.
I got
yeah.
one poison gland, and then what I can do with that.
Probably apply poison.
I need to like make it. Okay, cool.
All right. So,
After breakfast.
After breakfast identification, the table begins to disperse. Colvin's gone out to the smithy. Cyrus is going to be heading back over. Cyrus and Nico are going to be heading back over to the inn to continue off the reconstruction. Claws on Strings heads over to the top of the parapets and just does a nice little sing along for the workers. Bag and Nails goes on patrol. Godfrey goes to bed. Semmel heads up to his room for study.
I'll head up with Samuel because I want to have a chat with him before I head off.
Mm-hmm. As you come on into the study, which is upstairs, and he goes, "Thank you so much for your teaching. You've done a lot for me."
Not at all. You're the one doing the work. I have high expectations of you. I think now it's time for you to choose a specialty. Which school of magic you'll commit more time to. And I'll pull out the cube and pull out the 6 different school spell books. So,
Ooh.
I'll just say,
Ooh.
read these over. And then, this isn't a decision you should rush. And tell me what you want to focus on, so we can hone your studies.
Yes, master. Each one of these contains spells from each school.
Some, not all.
Huh.
It'll be an excellent starting point.
I'm lost for words. I've always enjoyed protections and banishes, but also I really enjoyed the burning hands. I don't know, just being able to bring forth that fire and push it out, and it's just mesmerizing. It's evocation, isn't it?
That would be correct. Most directly damaging spells tend to be of evocation.
I don't know if I want to follow that path. It sounds dangerous.
You have time. Like I said, don't rush your decision.
Yes, sir.
I'll be back soon and we can discuss further if you wish.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And he's going to begin study straight away, open the... he goes about just looking at covers of each of the books. Then he picks up Abjuration and opens it up and begins to read. Very, very carefully, very slowly, trying to understand all at once. But you think he's going to be set up here for at least a day or two. It's probably on this one term.
Yeah.
Really?
So the one pupil I had, right, he died, eh?
Did he?
I remember 2 of them died.
Yes. Demacus, he died. Demacus died, and so did Brom.
The one that had the bow and arrow, who was that?
That is actually Cyrus. He's one of the tieflings who helped out. So
he's alive
he
still.
He's alive still.
I think 2 died.
Yeah, because there was 5, I think.
Yeah, there was 5 tieflings. One of them died. That was Demacus.
He got fucked up.
Yeah.
He got real
The
dead.
building literally collapsed on him.
So, is there anything else you want to do at the keep while you're here before you leave?
Did I add the luck dice or you did that? Previous luck dice. So
Yeah, I added a luck die to everyone.
you did it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just looking at what I got. Flame arrows, right? I want to stock up on flame arrows. And if there's any poison in the keep.
There's no poison in the keep, and coming across flame arrows, you won't be able to get them at the keep.
Okay.
Might be
Makes
something you
sense.
have to
We just
procure it
rebuild
aboard
it.
it.
We probably don't have the nice items yet.
Yeah, we haven't really like got a shop or anything set up yet.
There's a
wouldn't get-
corner. There's a general corner store.
Yeah, but they wouldn't get like heaps of business for like
Has
exotic
Dragon Brew in going? Is that still
Still in construction, yeah.
still coming?
Yeah,
in
it's in the
repairs.
last. Yeah, it's still in the last. It's in the final phases of repairs.
The only thing, kind of what Belvin would do is just he just brings his equipment and he brings his longsword with him, as well as his greatsword.
Cool.
Nice. Stacked up, packed up. I like it.
I always got my Dragon Tooth of Labyrinth in my bag of holding as well.
No,
Okay.
you can always have 3 sheathed on you. You can always
Yeah.
pick which one you want to use.
Oh yeah, true.
They're only daggers.
But
They
I
can...
have to say, I have to. If I don't say anything, I have the new one, and
Oh, we got
I just declare that I change.
so last session we found a ring of poison resistance. Does anyone want that?
Do we have poison much? I guess we
Yes,
will.
we did.
Yeah.
Give it to probably Belvin.
Do you have a slot for it? It's attunement.
No, don't give it to me.
Check.
Sandstorm, you just lost it. You can lose an achievement.
Actually, you're right. So I have.
Because I'm immune to it. Oh no,
Is
wait.
my crown a tune?
It's acid, I think.
Or is
The
that?
crown is achievement, yeah. So
I'm immune to disease.
I got Ring of Whispers.
That's not attunement, is it?
that's no longer achievement.
No longer a tune. I still have that from ages ago. I got Dragon Tooth Labyrinth, but we no longer got that.
Yeah, so you'd have your
Amulet,
vengeance.
amulet proof against detection and location.
Yeah, so you set up.
Vengeance isn't an attunement, I think. That's just a
And-
dagger.
yeah, Vengeance is an attunement,
Oh.
although the what's it called
I
the
just got the amulet and what else, and then the cape, right?
Yeah.
The crown and the cape,
So yeah, you
Yeah,
would have
so-
a slot for the poison resist if you want.
the hood. What is it? What's actually technical word?
Shadows Hunt.
Shadows. Shadows Hunt, crown, amulet, and then how many spots you get?
3.
Oh, so you get 3.
You get 3 achievements.
Shit, something's happening. I'm trying to type.
So
Oh wait, are you doing something? Because I'm clicking stuff here.
I'm no longer doing anything.
Shadows Hunt. Well, that means I can get rid of. I bet you as soon as I get rid of this amulet, he'll get me. That's just when like people.
You,
can
you don't need to get rid of it though.
You don't have to
Great.
get rid of it. You can just
You
dig.
you got 2, right? You got your amulet. You got those
What
shadows
does-
hunt.
What the hell is going on? Like I type it in and then the old stuff come back.
I don't know. Maybe just close and
Like
reopen it.
lagging or something.
Just close and reopen.
Yeah, close the tab and
I
come back. to it.
delete you. So there's the crown. I got crown, shadows, hunt, and the
Oh,
amulet.
the crown, right? Yeah, yeah.
3.
Yeah, crown, Shadows Hunt, and amulet. That's 3.
Don't worry about that.
Pretty useful the crown because we have a heal with a red
You
rose.
should be right.
I mean, you don't always have to be
Yeah, how
attuned to the
often,
crown.
how often do you actually use the crown though? Not often.
Actually, because I can't really. I only get one time use,
Basically, yeah.
and it's like a spell that I don't want to use lightly. I guess you don't have to. How long does it take to attune to stuff?
An hour
An
Just an
hour.
hour.
or short rest.
Oh, okay. But wonder if I had to do it in battle. Fuck.
You
Well, you
would.
can't really do it in battle. You do it.
But true resurrection, you'd be like, I'll just use it whenever after the battle. Doesn't
You're
matter.
right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna detune to the crown. Which is unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Have the amulet, and have
A
The
ring of poison resistance. I think
That's
I don't actually remember what it does specifically for poison. Like the others, it just gives like halves the damage, but I know for poison it gives like advantage in saving throws. I'm not sure.
Okay, there we go.
I can cure poisons as well,
Yeah, true.
just with lay on hands.
Can you
Just
confirm,
saying.
Carl?
You have to wait and find out.
You can neither confirm nor
I
deny.
can identify it.
I have the.
We'll figure it out at a later date.
Okay.
guess what?
Let's
I
get
have
to
a-
this meeting.
I have a
Yeah.
line of text here that says, "Gobble's solar wing legend." Now I'm gonna put next to it, "Rest in peace."
Pieces.
Rip.
Wrist, rip, and pepperoni.
Gave my last name. So sad. A barre. That's the technical name, isn't it?
Ring.
I'm the barre of bloody Mesro. Is that right?
The what?
Or is it barre? What's the name for? What is it? Like the king name
Beret.
or the lord name?
Yeah, beret.
Is it the king? Tabaxi king?
I can't remember.
Back's the king.
That's
Correct.
the technical name. Yeah.
All right. So that will give you advantage on saving throws against being poisoned as well,
Okay. Cool.
as well as half damage from poison.
Got that, Luke, to remind me.
Write it down next
I'll
to it.
forget that. It's yours now, mate.
I know. I'll try
Make
and-
sure you write it down somewhere.
I know. It's sort of like where did I put it? It's stuff everywhere.
Have you got it written down?
I got Ring of Poison written down as a tune, but I don't got what it does.
Alright.
I'll just say
Half damage against poison.
I activate my trap card.
Advantage on poison saving throws.
okay.
So, any last moment things, and I'll talk to Ikram about what he wants to do. As for that, you all gather your things. Afterwards, you meet Leosin downstairs in the Great Hall. He's just sitting there reading a book. As you all come down and meet him, he closes his book. Shall we proceed?
I'm ready.
All right.
Lead on.
He puts his book away into his satchel. Fumbles around in it for a second, pulls out a scroll case, pops the cap, pulls the scroll out, and unravels the scroll, and says, "Link arms, please."
Wait, are we out on like the pier where our teleport circle is?
No.
Maybe
He's got a scroll.
He's got a scroll.
spellcasting rules still apply.
Spellcasting rules still does apply.
Let's take this to the designated teleportation zone. Everywhere else in the keep teleportation is blocked.
I knew something was I knew there was a strange tingle first entered here.
No, that was a different thing.
I don't want you to waste your scroll.
I don't want to scroll.
Does it waste it? Just block you from even starting it.
It wastes
No,
it.
it just like
It does waste it.
So
just makes the spell fail.
Alton says goodbye as the rest. Oh, gotta undo that. He teleports
Leave it
away.
somewhere else.
Alton says goodbye and goes into the kitchen. As the four of you head on down to the designated teleportation section. Alton leaves and falls off the edge. so does Ikram.
He's the Silver Surfer.
Exactly.
And
He
we
looks,
link arms.
links arms, he pulls a straw and says, "It's been an incredible journey since Greenest. There's much more to do." He says an arcane phrase, and with that, a light flares from the scroll, and you all pop out. You rush forward through existence, and you make your way. You find yourself within the behind the bar of the bustling tap hall of Troll Skull.
Didn't expect to appear here.
Load.
Right.
There we go.
Sorry, I've just got to get over there as well.
So where do we pop up?
You'll pop up once it loads for me, to be honest.
Right on top of some patrons.
Yeah, you can all make
Right on top of this pit trap we prepared earlier.
a dex saving throw.
You appear right on top of an active volcano.
You appear to be dead.
All appear back around your. Why is that taking that with you? Around your favorite table
So good.
that comes with you for some reason. Wonderful
We
table.
are one.
Literally fused with the table now. We're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Shit.
How can we going wrong? Hey guys.
Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine.
Edward.
No. I hinted at you. You have to say it.
Alright. What time do we have to get to this summons?
It's around about 10 o'clock as you've come into the room. Belvin, from behind you, as you've landed, you hear, "You've been eating your greens then, eh, lad?" The familiar voice of your uncle.
Oh shit.
And he looks at you with a bit of, like, a strange little distaste, but then, like, smiles at you. He's surrounded by two other paladins, all in full plate of the Order, all with light blue, kind of shimmering gauntlets. And he puts his helmet down, he grabs his ale, and he comes on over towards you and just looks you up and down. "I find it funny. You changed. I charged you with hunting a dragonborn. Never prayed you become one." And he points over to Leosin. "Your mates in the Harpers told me about it. Sorry to hear about all what happened to Riverguard as well, boy." He puts his hand out.
It's just good to hear somebody recognize me, honestly. And he grabs his hand and just pulls him in for a hug.
And he just hugs you back and he says,
Good to see you, Uncle.
"It's good to see you too, nephew. Apparently, someone like your description now had killed and slayed the Captain Belvin Serpenthelm and was using their holy symbol to parade as them.
Ah, yes. I remember that.
Ord sends his regards as well, and he thanks you dearly for saving him and the rest of the Order from Chult."
Hey, that's what we were there to do. And honestly, like, it has been a bit difficult being, looking like this and trying to persuade people I am still who I was before, but
Aye, lad. It's always been a struggle, hasn't it?
Yes, but this is something that's been put upon me for dealing with certain powers that I probably shouldn't have in the first place.
He then grabs you around on the shoulder and like swings you around to face Sandstorm and Casimir and be like, "Don't worry, I'm sure these two will guide you through all your woes. Speaking of, Nefer!" Looking towards Sandstorm. "You've come a long way from the shady alley blade you were. Saved Daggerford, eh? Taking down a rat up there, it blasted your griffin out of the air. Horrible and easy."
Just had to say it.
You had to bring it up, didn't you?
Well, don't worry, they surely made us pay the price of blood and gold in the fields of El Terrell, don't you worry. But after I fell, our force managed to fight its way back out in good order. Boy, the lads restored me too. Torm be praised. Now, we're ready to pay them back tenfold for the dead. Thanks to us, Baldur's Gate was unharmed. Beltrol survived, and they even sent us aid in good faith. Only way Marshal Alder of Ravengard was convinced that the powers of the gate agreed to this meeting. It's befitting. He's got the martial prowess more than myself. Leosin then chimes in. We did advise the Order's members that now was not a good time to be losing Onfar's leadership within the Order. His death would have made a crippling blow to morale. He says, what's a good death among battle?
I was just like, here.
No, we'll get a drink. And Leosin goes, no, unfortunately, we best make haste. Best to not let this fall before it gets a chance to fly. He goes,
Afterwards.
Afterwards, of course. Anyway, I'll meet you there. I have some more nights together first beforehand.
Yep, we will see you at the summons.
Till then, best of luck. He goes,
You too.
Horned One. Heard a lot about you too. Heard a lot about the dragon.
Does he not remember my name?
You take a look at him. You don't have to roll for it. He's taking the piss.
Good things, I expect.
Very good things. Very good. We're all impressed. I am.
Well, we have even more good news to tell at the summons as well.
Ah, yes, save for the summons then. Till then, good day, boys. And he heads on off.
Because just out of game, because no one knows that the White Dragon cult leader is dead yet.
Yeah.
Literally happened yesterday.
Literally happened yesterday.
So that's something that we could. But remember, be cautious, guys, because we found out about the
green leaf.
what's his name?
Neurovane.
Neurovane, yeah, is possibly going to be doing, maybe doing something at this summons.
Yeah. But we did warn them.
You did warn them. They have been warned.
And they said they'd triple the guard.
Did we? Oh, we sent
Did a sending to
ascending.
Lady
Yeah.
Vermilion.
Yeah, I remember that now. It was right at the end when we teleported back, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
As you then head with Leosin out into the streets of Waterdeep, you move through and towards the Paragon's Palace now. Leosin takes you for a bit of a tour while doing so, as you're going straight, basically moving straight there. And I just got to get you over on towards it. There you go.
Fancy castle.
Jeez.
Now, you know that there are two castles in Waterdeep. There is Castle Waterdeep, which now is just that. It is just a castle reserved for pretty much the Watch. It's where the Open Lord of Waterdeep lives, whereas all the government and operations of the city happen through the Paragon's Palace. The streets are as busy as ever, you see. But there is an undercurrent of tension remaining from the previous attacks. You see that they're flying around. Extra patrols of the Griffin Cavalry is up. There are even wizards flying around on broomsticks through the air. Mages, wizards, and witches fly through the escorted by multiple Griffin riders. You see, they're not of the usual colors of the Magists of Waterdeep. Some are flying in different colors themselves. Of the green, white, and gold of Waterdeep. Some others in the blue and silvers of Silvery Moon. As you begin to make your way into the palace, you hear the strange sound again. Echoes through the town, echoes through the world for a good minute before it ceases. Whereas everyone's gone quiet for that little span of time. Everyone gets back to their daily life after the panic subsides. As you see the white marble palace of Waterdeep, now commonly known as the Paragon's Palace, stands as a shining symbol of the Lord's rule. Unblemished by any corruption, the palace, you see, is the main office for city officials, the majority of which are dedicated to the administration of city services. The palace stands with its back hard against the cliff of Mount Waterdeep, with barracks to its north and south, and a large courtyard to its front that is currently packed to the brim with soldiers bearing the liveries of dozens of cities, paladins, and clerics from numerous sects, and gossiping couriers. You see, you are ushered in to the Lord's Court, which is a single large meeting chamber on its second floor, just up a grand staircase from the echoing open entry hall. Now, I'm just waiting for my page to load.
So with that horn, was that the same horn we heard when we were in Rivergard and the dragons attacked?
Yes.
What is that horn, Leosin?
Get ready.
Leosin looks over at you and says, that is going to be one of the topics that we are going to discuss.
So it's not something that Waterdeep produces, I'm going to say.
Unfortunately, no. Apparently it is heard throughout the entire land.
How often?
This is the second time.
This is the third.
Is there a direction?
When was the second? Well, when was... Wait, which one?
This is the third.
We've missed one then.
No, there was one.
We'll see.
There was one at the start of the Daggerfoot, like before the Daggerfoot attack, basically straight after Belvin got reincarnated.
Yep, remember that
Then
one?
there was another one while you guys were here in Waterdeep previously, and now there's another one.
There was one when we were here last?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there
Don't remember that one.
this is like an open question to anyone really listening. Is there a direction to this sound? Has anyone noticed? Does it get louder the closer you get to it, or is it just the same volume everywhere?
And that's the thing. Apparently, it's omnipresent. We
Mm,
don't have a direction.
That's
More will be discussed on that today. Come now. All right, so the entry hall is impressive enough. This echoing room, all of polished marble, empty, except for benches along the walls carved into the likeliness of seated lines from one end of a pew to another end of a pew, and the massive pillars that hold up the upper floors of the palace. As you enter into this marble hall, you are escorted by more liveried servants of the Lord's Court in the colours of Waterdeep. You also see there are also members, there are colours of Daggerford off in the distance. You were led to a huge door made of thick oak with a stained glass depiction of the city of Waterdeep at its centre. As the door opens up for you, you are ushered in. You see this 50-foot squared room with stepped mahogany seating terraces to the left and right. On the far wall, there is a dais that raises up 2 steps from the floor, with a dozen well-made chairs placed into 2 neat rows. There is no throne or overt symbol of rule. the center of the chamber is a well-swept expanse of pink marble, visible groove where speakers have been placed while addressing the lords of Waterdeep. Basically, where people will go and stand and be yada 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 and talk to them. The walls themselves, mahogany, inlaid with gold leaf symbols of the city's guilds, noble families, temples, and armed forces. For this occasion, the oak table of simply enormous length has been placed in the center of the court, down from that raised section. Set around it over more than a dozen chairs, and there are dozens and dozens of people already within the room. Their liveries and clothes revealing that they have travelled from all parts of the Sword Coast and the north. Elves, dwarves, humans, and other races hold serious conversation in the room in a very raised, hushed tone. Although your arrival does not create too much of a stir, Casimir and Belvin for sure, and to Sansom as well, it is clear that you are now being observed and watched closely.
I don't know why. We're not like a weird bunch or anything.
Yeah,
The misfits.
You know what's funny? Us three have like dark skinned stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like, well,
And
Sansom's dark fur.
Ikram could pass as like a human.
Yeah.
Oh, could he though?
Seeing as you're all surrounded... Actually, no, scratch that up. Your arrival causes quite a stir as all heads turn in your
Do
direction.
they know who we are then? Do they? Sure, they know who we are.
Oh, mostly because of the fact you're walking in with a black dragonborn, and they go on edge. They look at the tiefling alongside him. They look at the tabaxi.
You couldn't even see me actually.
People begin to draw swords. Wands, you see wands appear, and as you're being escorted by guards, silence goes over the room as Belvin haze it. There's a long
little bow and then keep walking.
There is a long, awkward silence as you begin to walk forward. Yosin will walk up alongside you.
Just kind of give everybody a bit of a nod. It's like, it's okay.
Eyes are on you, and they're like giving you the entire group of wide berth. You see, within this chamber, entourages of delegates. You see, except for one lone man standing in all white wolf fur, standing besides a pillar. And I'm just going to put on a bit more appropriate music. So if you guys just want to have a bit of a talk here amongst yourselves, just as a reaction. Sorry.
So we're going to get the gold. And leg it.
Ooh, too peaceful.
Way too nice.
I like the horse and cart. No, that was cool. Did you hear it?
In the background, yeah.
Yeah. Just randomly, sometimes a horse and cart would come past. Really felt the ambience.
Really immerses you.
Yeah, really wanted to eat that horse. No.
Fucking hell. Is that what tabaxi eat?
Nah. Just think of the werewolf time we're in.
Mate, we only had a few horses, alright?
We haven't had many of these moments in this campaign, have we? Where we're like, the only time was just last
on Ravenloft,
where I stabbed you.
Pretty much from Ravenloft.
Oh, your last session where you stabbed me.
First time where we've like one of our owners attacked each other.
Mind control or not, mate? I'll send you the bill for that.
Hey, we have a
You should have resisted it.
Oh, sorry. No, he rolled a 1 for me.
Doesn't matter, mate. You should have resisted it.
Blame the viewers for being so generous.
That's pretty tense.
Yeah, that's pretty tense.
Yeah.
Getting serious.
Serious business. So how many people are in the room?
Probably 50 plus.
Okay, so it's like a big, like...
It's a very large, big open space.
what do you even call those rooms? There's like just like tiers of seats and everyone sort of discusses in a round room.
You mean the political room?
Parliament?
Yeah,
Parliament.
kind of like that, yeah.
Court.
Court. We'll say court. So, hello, Sandstorm. Hello, baby.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you, Robbie.
I'm
Hello,
not talking to
hey. Look, I got my own
hey.
pets in the apartment, but look, I'm breaking the rules here.
Oh my god.
Got Crocmon,
Crockmon.
known as Sandal to you guys, but Crocmon.
Digimon, is it?
No, it's Pokemon. Sandal.
I know it. I know it's Sandal.
I just call it Crocmon.
I have
remember when I played the game. I go, yeah, there's Crocmon, and that's.
It grows up like almost like a
this
T-Rex.
is
Robbie.
Crocmon.
I have your arch nemesis.
Oh my god. Land of Wrath. We'll send the crocodile after him.
The problem was Sandal was so cute and stuff, and then I didn't really like the evolved form.
Because it's massive and scary.
Well, the second one was, I didn't really like that one. The
Third one's cool.
Right? Third one was cool, but the second one I was like, eh. But the first one's, look at him. Look at him.
With cute little crocodile.
Look at his
Probably
bug.
rip your arms and
buggy
legs
eyes.
off. But,
So he's gonna sit here.
oh, this is fucking epic.
That's a bit. That's combat.
Like, is this a boss fight?
So I just
Well,
had,
I mean,
I had to break the tension. Sorry, guys.
It
So like
happened when,
objective pops up, kill the council.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
It was happening when you were bringing this
Okay.
guy up, and I was like, "Who's this guy?
That's our next mission.
Big bad."
Breaking quest. Kill everyone. Okay. I'll do anything for golden XP.
Alright. So, you see this man. You see this wild man who Ikram notices and he's like, "Oh, Delane," and just points him out, and you recognize it as the.
And Thomas literally could see you climbing in the background so good.
How'd you get up there?
I don't know. He crawled away. I could see a tail and a body going up the whole thing. So
It's not safe.
yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I saw that. Oh my god. I was like, I couldn't speak. I was like watching, going, oh,
Guarantee you
no.
should go straight back up there.
Climbing speed the same as a walking speed, 60. Not 60, sorry, 35.
I can't deal with this kid.
Don't
That was
worry.
mate. I'll clip it so you can watch it later.
Yeah, thanks.
I just was watching it. This was awesome. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I had to because I saw it up top. Oh, that's a good tabaxi.
It's a good taxi. I'm watching you. You see this man, definitely a ranger, wearing all white winter wolf pelts. Definitely a wild man. He kind of looks up. He's all by himself. He's got a quiver and bow across his shoulders. He looks to be all alone. He's spotting what seems to be just a single patch on his cloak of what you see, which is a green stag in profile around a blue circle. Sandstorm and Casimir, you know this as the Emerald Enclave symbol, the group that is responsible for keeping the balance of nature through the world, which is a collective of druids, rangers, and other mages. They'll try to keep things how they are. Or not keep things how they are, to keep the balance of nature in order. One sec.
Send Sandstorm to the naughty corner.
I am going to send Sandstorm to the naughty corner. She's still doing it. She's still doing it. She's still doing it. Stop it. Stop it right meow. Behind you, you see you see Onthar pop through. Loud, gallivanting with two other paladins following his course. Two more to his party they had beforehand. They were all in plate mail as well. One you see is a elf. They're all seen. You see that they are all representing the order of the Gauntlet. They're not making their way up towards you. They They go and talk to a few other people first. And Sandstorm, you are in so much trouble after this game.
I'm sorry.
He's talking to you now, Robbie.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you now. You see, so within the room, you could hear what seems to be an impressively titled figure, tall, broad-shouldered, with a thick beard and a wild mane of hair, and a very forceful manner. You know him as Casimir. You know him as the Old Open Lord of Waterdeep. Degalt Neverember.
So I would have seen this guy before, right?
You haven't seen him in person. You've heard of him.
Okay.
You you know who the Prime Minister is.
Yeah.
You see he's heads on up to what seems to be Arthagast and Ramilia. Sorry, there's just so much to load up.
Because Arthagast was a leader of the Lord's Alliance,
Yes,
and Ramilia was the leader of the Harpers.
indeed. As the gold approaches, you hear him say, "Fine halls and good wine is enough to assemble a council. Decisive action can only bring victory." That Arthagast Altbinder holds out his hands. He goes, "Well, how things goes with the reconstruction?" There's like a tenseness in the air when they talk. But that Mount Holt now remains silent, even as the hammers sing in your home. The goat Neverember replies, nodding proudly. He goes, "Indeed, things go well in Neverember, and soon the city of skilled hands shall give Waterdeep a run for its money. We're lucky their attacks were sporadic and uncoordinated." Altbinder replies, just smilingly strong, goes, "A strong Neverwinter on our northern flank would be good for us both. And even if the merchants grumble that they're Guild and Masons, I'm pleased to see you're living up to your name. Open Lord of Waterdeep, while still holding control as Lord Protector of Neverwinter." And they both have a nice little pleasant laugh. Onthar comes up behind you and grabs you, stands on the shoulder, and you, Belvin, goes, "Look at them all. They're all in talks. They're all having a good time, aren't they? Be better with ale." And then he sneaks his hand back and then pulls out just a flask, just
The drunkle.
although he drinks an excessive amount, never really shows signs of being drunk.
That's his secret, Cap. He's always drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone knows him as that all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it definitely relieves a bit of the tension in the air here as well.
And that's true. Nephews, I'd like to introduce you to Moon Knight Morn Wave Silver. And you look behind, besides him, and you see Morn is this quiet and very sad-looking knight, this elf, whose blonde pencil-thin mustache always seems to droop into his beard, making it just a little bit more brown at those points. He gives a bow and goes, "Wave Silver at your service." You see his armor is of polished steel with a blue trim, while the breastplate bears the a mild depiction of the Order of the Gauntlet symbol. And below that is a pair of eyes surrounded by 7 stars. He carries a helmet under his arm that is of a blue crescent moon above it. And then he looks to you all and says, over the last couple of days, we led some troops to clear out a cultist hideout. Apparently, there were some skirmishes and saw 2 other cult strongholds in the city taken. And their members now hang from the gallows. Onfire gives him a pat on the shoulder and goes, "Also the one who led the capture of that pesky lady. What was her name? Delilah Cliffwell."
That lady. She was evil as fuck.
Well,
She was, but she wasn't evil when you saw her kids die in her hands. And he's just... Mourn is just... Literally that. He's just mourning.
It's unfortunate, but
sometimes things like this has to happen
has to be done
to
for the sake of everyone else.
to rid evil.
You then smell strong liqueur in the air, and as you turn around, you hear the heavy footsteps of a dwarf in plate, ding, 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 ceremonial wear. As you see a delegation of elves sits on the lowest level of benches and drink their ale while watching their leader head on over to this dark-skinned man who is bold in shining plate mail that has a kite shield with a fist emblem in it that's on fire. You recognize this as the symbol of the flaming fist of Baldur's Gate. You see the dwarf heads on over to him. Owl, Sandstorm. Really doing a good job tonight.
Who does he head over to?
Heads over to this dark-skinned man.
Right. Yeah.
So the dwarf heads over to this dark-skinned man. He is very well muscled, more well muscled than Belvin was in his human form. Sorry. Just load it up. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, that's a lot of vibrations there.
There's a lot of vibrations there.
Oh, is that like continuous?
That was a lot, wasn't it?
I think it was like Discord on my phone because I just haven't moved the mouse or anything for a while, so I went AFK.
Ah.
There's a lot of them spazzed out of
Holy
it.
shit, I was having a seizure.
Kept going. That's the horn. It's coming to you now.
Just give me the signal like 15 minutes in advance, Kyle, and I won't do anything. When we're ready.
Yeah, you can do the sound effects.
That would be perfect. That would be mint.
That is on, man.
So, you see as this dwarf goes over and speaks to this dark-skinned man, and you see this martial sort of commander stands and listens with a visible suspicion towards the dwarf. You then hear the dwarf talk to him about great violence in the south, and then the dark-skinned man quips back with with this great violence, the need of strong dwarven arms is a must. But then the dwarf replies, dwarves have our own problem. Some of this and that precious few axes can be spared. The marshal goes, oh, please, you owe it to us. We have assisted your kind, all of your citadels, many times in the past with fair trade, fair prices. The dwarf snarls back, owe it to men? To aid the south? How many men of your city came and bled with us so we might have peace in our homes? And drive back to orcs of the north, 1,000? 100? 10? Men are quick to speak of alliances and friendships when it's in their city, when it's in their line of danger. Oh, it's at that you hear Antle go, Esteval! And draws your attention away from that. As you see Sir Esteval in his plate mail along with his dragon embroidered sword at his hip and his walking cane, purple cloak purple cloak billowing as he leans heavy on his walking stick. Onfra goes, will we be joining us, Sir Esteval? Asking very eager. Ingiza, I'll be attending. We shall see what needs to be done. We have fine young strapping heroes right here, and gestures at you all. I hope that
bow.
he bows back. I hope you can all show us the way. Arthur goes, aye. But after there will be battle and your legendary sword arm comes out and brings us to victory, I'm very excited for that. You see Sarasua merely just smiles and nod. You see there is then... You then see Rumilia heading on over, has broken away from Altbinder and heads over to what seems to be the Elven contingent. Wearing very fine mixture of between silks and solid leather, or tanned leather. He is an elf with a silvered patch that then turns into dark hair. His moon elf features really are on point with how pale his skin is. You see, as you can overhear and make out, they're discussing tidings from abroad and whether the relations of dragons shall be relations with dragons shall be the same after this. And Remy suggests dragons shall need to be hardly handled if victory is achieved, a hard lesson learnt to them. You then see the ranger, who's not too far from them, goes, the natural order requires dragons. They're a part of this world. So are we. The king, this elf, just scoffs and walks away. Casimir, you see Tyran Hornblade walks up and approaches the king. And approaches the elf. They give each other they talk to each other in an elven greeting, then switch back to common.
Oh, he was the is he like arch wizard in Silver Moon?
Is correct.
If I like make eye contact with him, I'd give him a nod.
He looks at you and goes,
like beckons me over.
yes, just as you over.
I'll just excuse myself from the other guys and go and walk over to him.
He turns to you and goes, and then turns to the elf and goes, King Melandric, I would like to introduce to you to Casimir, court mage of Riverguard. And with that, King Melandric raises an eyebrow, just looks at you intently.
bow to him. A pleasure, King Melendrick.
Pleasure to meet you as well. I've been told many great things that your deeds. I am curious. We were just debating the correct course of action. I believe we should wait and see if the cult simply burns himself out. The ranks and coffers expanded indefinitely. Durandus puts a finger up and goes, I disagree. While caution is admirable in a ruler, certainly Silvery Moon has hold off the cult in the past. I fear that the window for effective action will soon be upon us, not later.
I would have to agree with Master Town here that swift action would be better for if the cult manages to achieve its plans. I think there'll be nothing that we can do.
To use a window, you must first open it. Haste will see us rebound from the pains, bloodied and winded. Oh, poor Ikram. Ikram won't be joining us tonight. He has literally just finished work. Oh, we'll send much love to Ikram. At that, there is a trumpet going off.
Akili, open your phone.
And then a member of the Waterdeep library, a nobleman, steps out and says, "Will all leading delegates please assume their seats, and I will have all delegate members not in a seat of power exit the room." This is now a closed meeting for only that of the delegates and the required members of Riverguard State.
Because before you said there's three of us, where's Ikram?
Ikram's with you.
Because you said
You
three.
just forgot.
You just said someone look back at us three. Or something. Yeah. Actually, Ikram is there? Or is it Enki?
Ikram's there.
He's there.
I don't think Enki would fit.
Ikram's in place for Enki today.
As the leaders of the delegates all begin to give their head nods, and they begin to quietly move out, but then turn to into quite a rolling mob of sound. Boop, boop, boop.
Where do we sit?
There's not enough seats.
They all begin to take their seats.
Are we even like, is all of us in this
There's-
scenario?
Yes, the four of you. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
We
There's
switch
four.
at the end of the table.
The king of Mesra goes on this side, I reckon.
Yeah, you can pull a seat out and just pop a seat there. And before we get into this, we will go ahead and take our break before getting into the last section of
All right.
tonight's game of Dragon's Brew.
All right, guys. We're gonna have to. We know what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna be telling them all the information we found out. Yeah.
From episode 1 to episode 79.
No, from like, well, I feel like they know everything apart from what we learned yesterday. Or like, yeah.
Well, we've been filling in like Ledger Amelia and Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Augusta.
The information we've got earlier, we've already relayed that, but it's the stuff we learned yesterday.
Stuff in the.
Like,
yes,
I'm
that's
just gonna, I can't talk with this plane so that.
Alright, I'm just gonna grab something to drink. I'll be back in a second.
I'm gonna just.
So this meeting
Yeah,
here, Luke,
Yeah.
it's just like a scheduled meeting once a month meeting.
Yeah, this is just
No.
like a board meeting.
yeah.
No, it's not.
No. It's like a
It's
meeting
not.
of like all the world's leaders,
Yeah,
basically.
it's like a. Oh shit! Stuff's happening.
Imagine
Every
like-
leader from all the different places come together.
It's
We
like a
need to.
UN emergency council or something.
Yeah.
So something like how much you have to fucking tell them, like fuck.
Well,
hopefully they know
well,
all the older
It all
stuff.
happened when my tribe got killed by one of these dragons. Also killing.
Well,
everyone else.
what we'd probably tell them about is the hideouts that we found out about.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
We're the brothers.
the death of the white dragon cult leader
Yep.
by our hands, of course. You know, we got to get the credit
Yeah,
for that.
that's right. We should really just say what the fuck we've done, which is a lot for you guys.
Yeah. But yeah, I think honestly, I think if we can try to get efforts into attacking the what is it, Galvin? Is that the blue dragon guy's leader's name?
Gavin.
Gavin.
No,
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
was Galvin.
Gavin. Either way, him. Because we know what he looks like now.
That's the one I wanted to go after.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but I think what we're
That
gonna have
was
to
one.
try
That was the one that attacked us, right?
yes,
Yeah, Galvin.
with Lenarath.
Yeah. That's my main mission.
Yeah,
Your
I think
nemesis.
I think Galvin is going to be the main target because he's a strong caster, and I think he's the one that kind of is sending Severin to the astral plane and stuff, trying to get the other helm. So if we get rid of him, then Severin's stuck in the astral planes, possibly.
Maybe. Because Severin's like a caster as well, I think.
Oh, I thought he was a warrior.
Don't-
He seems
We'll
like
have to get through Lenarath.
I don't know. We have
first.
never seen him. We've never met Severin.
I'm sure we have to get through
But
Lenarath.
Casimir has when he was a kid, because he cast a spell on Casimir.
Well, that was like 20 years ago almost.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be a
Um,
chance to kill him and avoid Lenarath, you reckon?
Well, that's what we need to figure out.
Because I
And
think
Like find him
I-
separate.
Lenarath seems.
I think what we need to do
Dunno.
is see if we can get the efforts to send like a fucking army or a full squad after him, eh?
I think Lenarath, by the sound of it, sounds like it's being controlled.
Half.
So I might.
Well, he would be because of
So now I'm thinking is
Gavin's
maybe
the
Lenarath's not
dragon.
the dragon I'm meant to be angry at this whole time. It's actually Gavin.
maybe. He is a blue dragon though. Blue dragons are generally evil anyway.
Okay, we'll kill both. But I mean, like, it'd be good to kill separately.
Yeah. Well,
It'd be good
totally.
to, like,
If we
take
can,
out Gavin and then like secretly.
yeah, if we can get them separate,
Yeah, I think
100%. Yeah.
A lot easier.
But I think-
I want to kill Lenarath.
I think we need to get everyone combined powers to attack one of them. For
So
sure.
Captain Planet said,
Because I can't imagine us trying to take on a bloody.
"Nah, I don't think it's possible.
Not a.
I really want to do the finishing blow. If not, be a part of it."
I mean, I feel like at the moment, I think it would be just fucking kill it.
Yeah,
Somebody
I don't care who does that.
Yeah, just hit it.
Blow. Oh, Crippler does something else.
Carl plays him at that
What was
time.
that ability the Crippler did? It was amazing.
It can hit do like fucking 1d extra 1d10 force damage or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was good. Have you seen the clip?
Yeah, the sandstorm
Did
clip.
you see, I could see something moving. And I was like, "What's that in the background?" And all of a sudden, you see it climb up. It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Look
funny.
at it go.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I wasn't even listening because it was so like distracting. Because I was just looking at Carl's camera when he's talking, and then it's just... that's so funny. The camera's in a perfect spot. That's awesome.
It's like she did it on purpose because she knew.
And now she's been a pest the rest of the stream.
Well, I'll take it. I'm sending you a Snapchat of Dolly at the moment, just in foot of my room.
I was saying your dolly was like around there. I could see you looking there.
Yeah, she generally hangs out just behind me.
Oh, dude, you're gonna go to the buddy. You go on the Banks West.
Not the first game.
I'm definitely want to go to one of the games. Like, it looks absolutely amazing. Like the first New South Wales stadium, which is meant for like soccer or NRL.
and I think it's a good size where
Oh, it's perfect.
it's not I saw a photo of the topmost chair.
And it's still good.
Like a
I think
stick,
that it's so steep that it's
Yeah.
still close.
and not
and-
like ANZ.
And it looks amazing. I was looking at a
Million
picture. There was 10,000. There's more people at the training ground than there is at a Roosters home ground. It was 10,000 people watching him train, and the lights, all the you've seen all the surrounding like bars that all can change to the colors and stuff. It looks so cool. It reminds me like a Rocket League stadium, something crazy. Yeah,
That's pretty. Yeah, I know. I'm
it looks
excited
so
for the
good.
first
And
game.
it's good that Bulldogs and Tigers are all doing the home game. I might go to there's a Sunday game, Bulldogs Panthers. I might go watch that. Because the Parramatta one's on a Thursday night. I don't know if I can get to it.
Yeah, me and Dad were looking at that and we're like, I don't think we could do it Thursday.
I know. I was looking at it. I can walk to a train, but I'll think about it.
The next game that I think we're going to go to is like Parramatta and Dragons. I think. It's like
I just want to go to watch any game now. It just looks most exciting ground to watch.
Me and Dad was trying to get a ticket for the Easter Monday.
Yeah.
First one, but that was like.
Yeah, that's just it's all sold out.
Sold out.
I'm just keen to watch it on TV. I just want to see the atmosphere. It just looks incredible. Like.
Well, I'm hoping the home crowd advantage.
Yeah.
Helps Parramatta a little.
I just
finally get a proper home ground.
Yeah. I think it's just so cool because I think that's one of the reasons why people don't go to a lot of games is where the games have no atmosphere because it's just a big cricket ground or.
I hate going to ANZ.
ANZ is absolute worst because of lean, but this one, you can see the lean and how close to the faraway seat is on TV. Like you can just see it's like wow.
Yeah.
It must be amazing to play in with a full crowd. Of like it'll feel like 100,000 people, even though it's like 30,000.
Yeah.
I reckon it's gonna be sick. So
it'll be a sick atmosphere.
I'm looking forward to definitely going to see a game this year. There, it'll be cool.
Get there at least once.
And if get to the finals, they'll be their finals bloody thing. But they won't get there this year. No way. That's so bad.
You never know. You just don't. They have been playing bad. I will admit.
Yeah.
But you just don't know though. They could pull it out of their ass. They're a team that could pull it out of their ass.
I know they have potential. That's the thing. I've seen the potential. But
so it's
anyone listening is like, what the hell are they talking about? It's not from Australia. Like, what the hell? Pretty much New South Wales just got their first
40
proper like sort of a soccer like you call
Football.
soccer sort of ground which is meant it's like really cool. Usually there's grounds that are like seats are far away. It's more like cricket grounds and they're not there's never been a really good ground. I've never been to Suncourt either, so I assume that's like the one that's like the best one.
Yeah, I think
this one I think will be better to watch. Like as a viewer, this will be the best one in Australia because it's only 30,000.
It is the newest as well.
I saw like this video of all behind the scenes, and the commentators have a vault where they can open up during a break and open it up to hear the crowd of the hit and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's all soundproofed and that for the recording, but they can open it up and
crack a window and then
everything's just like new and amazing. It's just like crazy.
No, I'm excited to go.
I reckon it'll be fucking so. I think any seat would be good. I don't think you can get a bad seat. Don't think it's a bad seat, and you can't say that about ANZ. I think 90% of ANZ's bad.
Yes, unless you're like right in the middle.
Yeah, they should just have all finals games there from now on. To be honest.
Yeah, and just like only grand final at ANZ or some shit.
Yeah, I'll just take it to bloody Suncorp because it's better. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a tea. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly get a drink.
You baggers.
We're just talking too much.
You're muted, Carl.
Left here with me.
Oh shit. What's the plan, Carl? How are you gonna kill us?
Why am I killing you? You're gonna kill yourselves.
I mean, we probably could in this situation.
I mean, you're about to talk with the leaders of the world, basically.
Basically, don't let Sandstorm talk.
No, don't let Ikram talk.
Well,
Rob, if you're watching this, oh yeah, neither of them are here to defend themselves. So it doesn't matter.
Maybe, yeah. I know, well, Ikram's got his buddy here anyway, the ranger.
Yeah.
They can just eat some bark together.
He actually goes and sits with him, but actually pulls off a bit of bark and gives it to him.
He shows that.
Let me get rid of that health bar.
Oh, yeah. Makes it nicer.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo.
There we go.
Oh, pretty.
Sandstorm just not sitting down.
No, it's something where like you take the chair and you spin it around,
To the
like
end.
not giving a fuck.
Where it's like,
Okay. That should work. That should be fun. Good fun times coming ahead, guys.
Are
So-
we ready to talk politics?
yay.
Are we ready to set up the next leg of your journey and make decisions for what the rest of the campaign is going to go? Because this has gone completely off the rails. And just a little side note, even to the viewers out there, you may run a pre-made module of Dungeons and Dragons, but eventually it will go off the rails. This campaign is a great example of that. We started with Rise of T with Horde of the Dragon Queen, played through that main storyline, and have gone now into Rise of Tiamat, where it's gone forward, it's gone back, it's looped around for everyone who knows it. We've done some good things. So, depending on how you guys want to play it, you guys tell the story here. You guys can direct the story from here.
To an extent, I feel.
To an extent.
I mean,
Nothing-
I think our like pull is still limited in like this sort of sitting.
You have to convince some folks first.
Like, I'm gonna show you a magic trick. Make this pencil disappear.
I just think it's funny how there's a head of all these places, and then there's our group.
Yeah.
I'm just going to also pop up all of the handouts for these people as well.
Just a little bit of side reading. Oh my god. Why have so many?
Oh. See, I would know King Melindrak, wouldn't I?
Yes, actually, you would know King Melandrak.
Because I was just reading his thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, his son is Nurenvain.
She. Well,
That's a very good point, and I forgot to note that.
that's gonna be an awkward conversation.
Okay.
Well, I forgot to be like, oh, I'm Belvin. You notice that there is the leader of the elves of Misty Forest, the ones who backed up the Order of the Gauntlet during the Blood Axe War.
Yep.
And Casimir is talking to him. Was talking to him before
Yeah.
they left, which is always a bonus. Who am I missing out here?
Sandstorm.
No, I got. Where the fuck is she?
Oh god.
Oh, there she is. She's having a snooze.
Finally a quiet period.
Um,
I'm just reading stuff.
all good, all good. I was just replying to stuff. So, I hope everyone out there is enjoying Dragon's Brew D&D. Thank you so much for coming with the host and a climbing sandstorm. I now have to watch this. I'm sorry. I got to. This is going to be great. I love that. Yeah, published. Done. Save changes. Alright. Wonderful. So yeah, there is a bit of information, and that was a bit of an information dump for you, but this entire session is going to be a bit of that. Now, I'm just wondering, did I hand out too much information with Melandric?
It's Melandric.
Melandric.
But it's Nervane's father.
Right at the end,
Ah.
possibly.
You're going to have to try convincing.
Why are you smiling, Carl?
I'm not the one smiling. I'm not smiling at all. I'll leave the bombshells up to you.
Yeah, shit. There's heaps to kind of think about now.
This will tell if you're going to be leading an army.
Guess. Have you seen the URLs of these clips? They always have URLs like words. And this is the climbing sandstorm shenanigans. It's called Different Wild Ladies Feels Bad Man. It's literally called that.
What?
And
Yeah, look at the URL.
The URL, because the URL for Twitch clips are always actually just words and not numbers or anything.
Just random words.
Random words, and that's what it is. Different wild ladies feel bad man. I'm completely off. That's just so funny. Sometimes makes sense.
It's just hilarious. That's gold. So, Sandstorm.
Which one?
You.
Yeah.
I've popped a whole bunch of tabs of these Lord Alliance delegates to you all.
Yeah.
They should have popped up on your screens.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I've got 4.
So you should have Conrad, Alder, King Melandric, Tian.
I got only 4 pop up, but are we meant to be reading all this?
You don't have to be reading them right now.
Jesus. I'm back tomorrow, 1 sec. It's just like a background of all of them.
It's just who they are, what they represent, and how they represent themselves.
Okay. Jesus. We've got to use this intel, do we?
You can use the intel. Hey, guys, what did you guys find out about him? Especially Belvin. Belvin knows something about someone here.
Well, what do you mean? There's a lot of stuff.
Depends which person you're talking about.
Yeah, which one? Let me just read through this.
Oh, you know, the one that backed up your forces at the Blood Axe War with the goblins and orcs.
Oh, you want me to say it again because Robbie wasn't here?
I mean, if you want to.
Oh, sorry.
It will save him reading it.
The Elven King that's here.
Yeah.
He is father to Norvane. which was the green, the one that had the green dragon helmet or bandana that we killed. Which there is some information we need to tell them about Nuremberg as well.
Yeah.
Well, not that song.
Too epic.
I don't know. This.
So is that bottom line? Is that
conversations
is that happening now during meetings of the council? Is this council?
Yes.
So it's just saying what he's doing now.
It's kind of like a little heads up.
Kind of like a little heads up into their
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah.
Shit, there's a lot to take in here.
There is.
God.
There is.
Oh my god.
I try to be thorough for you guys because I want to make sure you're armed with as much as my crazy shenanigans as possible.
No, that's fair, man. That's fair.
There's just always some point we can go back and reference because I've learned that as a DM for you guys. I must always have something I can go back and look at.
Yeah, that's true because we always forget it. We always like, what is this again?
Who's that guy?
Content. I don't even remember 1 week.
Oh,
Yeah, we're terrible. I'm so sorry about that as well.
no, don't be. Don't be at all. We just have something we can go back to, so that's all that matters.
All right, let's jump into it, shall we? Let's see how we.
You guys are carrying me here.
God, I'm actually nervous about this.
Don't fuck it up.
But it's not
But
gonna
like-
be just me.
Like, good luck, Belvin. We're just sitting in the back of the room.
Just so you know. Oh, just so you know. The rest I had, I took my expertise in persuasion.
Oh.
I used my downtime points.
Oh,
Is that a
Thing you can do.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, that's a
downtime.
thing you can do.
Oh yeah, downtime plans. That's right.
Yeah.
I got 273 of that.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I made 300.
I gotta think about that.
Very nice. So,
That's
once we
very.
You came in, Voxy.
You did that for this reason, didn't you?
I didn't really
What's our main goal here? Like, what's Riverguard's main goal?
Get
rid of the
allies
cult.
against the cult.
You are in talks with the leaders of the world factions.
Yeah, specifically, though, like,
we want to
are
get
we
rid of
going
the
to get
cult.
the
Get
army
rid
to
of the cult.
fight, physically fight?
They have an army of dragons.
Gavin? Are we going for Gavin first? That's what I mean. Like,
Is it Galvin or Gavin?
it's
Galvin.
Gavin. I call him Gavin.
Yeah.
Thought so.
So, at a quick glance, you have the leading delegate of the Harpers in the form of Remilia.
Mhm.
She supports you. You have the leading commander of the forces of El Terrell and the Order of the Gauntlet on Tharfroom. At the head of the table, you have the Galt Neverember, Open Lord of Waterdeep and Lord Protector of Neverember. You have Arthicus Altbinder, Lord Alliance Commander of the Naval Forces of Waterdeep. You have Conrad Braunanvil, who is the leading delegate of the Norths of the Dwarves of the North. Actually, I should be role-playing this, to be honest. All right, so as you've taken your seats, Never Ember stands at the head of the table and goes around. And as he stands up, he goes, "The Galt Never Ember, Lord Protector of Never Ember and Open Lord of Waterdeep. I'd like to welcome you all here to this fair city of Waterdeep. I'd like to also thank Arthicus Oldbinder, commander of the naval forces of Waterdeep, for allowing us access to Paragon's palace at this time. I'd like to thank Conrad Braunapple for coming and representing the dwarves of Minimbar, Citadel Adbar, Citadel Melbar. I'd like to thank Marshal Older Ravengard for bravely sending members of the Flaming Fist to help train new recruits and conscriptions to the city guard of Waterdeep. I'd like to thank and gestures over to Taryn Hornblade, for being here with us today. You have traveled quite far. It then turns down to King Melandric. King Melandric, representing the elves of the High Forest and the Misty Forests. You honor us with your presence for your long-lived race being here and your wisdom. I'd also like to welcome the fighting prowess of the commander of the Order of the Gauntlet, Onfar Throom, along with Rumelia Haventree, the delegate and High Harper of the Harper Organization. And a solemn welcome to Far Traveler, the Land Winterhound. Thank you for joining us after a far, long trip from the south. Walking in late is Sir Istavel. As he comes in, he... Dearest apologies. Something I had to make sure Morwen was entirely sure of. Note, as he's beginning to walk around, note that my interests are not only of that of Daggerford, but also of Comery, to the west. To the east. Comery, to the east. And he goes and takes a seat at the very far end. At the mention of Comery, Casimir, make a history check. You're the only one who's really studied.
Story 14.
14. You know that Comery is a land that is to the far east, way past the Anchorage desert. That spans between the Salt Coast and it. It is hundreds of thousands of miles away.
It's pretty far away.
We've met this guy before, haven't we?
Yes.
Yes,
Was that the ball or something?
at Daggerford multiple times.
Yep.
Yeah.
A few times. Yeah.
He's the second and advisor to Morwen Daggerford.
Yeah.
It causes him
Very, very nice armor.
very nice armor. He's got a very nice longsword too. You see that that him mentioning that causes a bit of an uproar between all the delegates. We've only Onfard defended and going, oh, please, you're all fools. The Knights of the Purple Dragon will be invaluable to the fight. You see Neverember, Conrad, Landric, and Rumelia react poorly to these multi-prolonged royalties as they then whip around as the Neverember goes, all right, silence all. Finally, the Court of Riverguard. If you will please stand and introduce yourself to the council.
All right.
And gestures at Sandstorm.
Sandstone.
Oh yeah, you may have heard of me. Sandstorm Desert Legend. I've actually currently, I'll look up the technical name. Barre of Mesro. I've now taken up my ancestors' will and become the king there. Lord of Riverguard, as you all probably know of me already. And this is my brother.
It's gonna give a slight bow. Belvin Serpenthelm. Son of Castellan Serpenthelm And sorry, what was the title in Riverguard?
Master of Arms.
Master of Arms of Riverguard.
Guess I'm next.
And this is my good friend, Casimir.
Casimir, Court Wizard of Riverguard, an advisor to Sandstorm. I give a bow.
Now here, last but probably least,
Wow.
Anki is not here at the moment, so we have no. This is not actually happening. And here we have Ikram, Casimir's father.
Yes. What's up? Groundskeeper.
Yes.
There's something like it would be like high groundskeeper or something.
Oh, he's always high.
No, the other one. Because I said like high harper. Damn it! Didn't even come out like that. Yeah, I guess you're right.
As we set in motion for today's meeting
So
and
bad.
proceedings, I would first like to state a definite welcome to you all. The reason for this council has been set forth. The cult of the dragon is a force to be reckoned with. I'm sure we have all felt the incredible effects of their war they have led across the north. He looks down at Conrad. The elves of the northern spires of the world sealing themselves. Looks over at King Melandric. The elves retreating deep within their forests. Looks over to Terran. Silvery moon using the moon barrier at a constant. And he looks past you all and says, Madam Slimmerhealth. And walking in through a back door is a lady in her late 40s. A burned hair. You met with her before. Yep. She was one of the members of the Lord's Alliance who sponsored you in your trip down to Chult.
Chult, yeah.
This disturbance that has been sensed across the world as she begins to walk around the table is called the Drakhorn. An ancient device whose sounding alerts dragons across Faerun to great events that are unfolding. It is impossible to say what the sounding means, but it is clear as day. The dragons hear and will eventually answer its call. You see Conrad, Ontharr, and Older all look suspicious, just looking at her, just eyeing her with... You can make an insight check if you want to try and figure out what their intentions are.
Sure. I get advantage from the cube.
You get advantage from the cube.
Okay.
I'm assuming the cube's in your robes.
Yep. It's on my person. Nice.
All right. So with that, you believe that the three of them are being suspicious due to the fact that she's just coming out with this information, not telling where it's from. You see that the others all take it within their strides.
Sandstorm? Do you want to call her out?
I'm muted. I got a blind plane coming over.
Okay.
Can you hear her?
Not really.
When Kaz will ask, how is it that you know of the Drakhorn?
An ancient family oath. That's all you need to know.
Is it there?
No.
Sandstorm, you believe that she is holding this back due to some form of oath, some form of pact, honor bound to keep her source secret, but to give as much knowledge on what she knows, which she's done already.
Okay.
Neverember stands up and says, that will be something we will get back to. What I would like to know from the court of Riverguard, before all of us here today, the proceeding of events that led after that of Skyreach Castle, as Remilia has given us a formal report of what her members and gestures that you all have done.
Do you know about Resume?
Melandrake offers up and says, yes, we do. This guy here, Older Ravenguard, goes, truly, you should have requested reinforcements before claiming Skyreach Castle and not pass it back to the giant at all.
It was their base, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a cult base. He
No,
goes,
but it was the giant's place beforehand.
Yeah.
yes, but it was working with the cult. And he goes,
Greedy bastards, wasn't it?
the dwarf Conrad goes, who would have known if this giant were to be trusted, eh? Be going back and forth and siding with such ease between the two. Oh, I'm glad that pain in the ass is done and over with. But if our reports have said that there is a castle flying north,
Well, that is the direction it was going last we saw it. The situation was dire in a sense. You know, the decision we made was more, you know, we were there to stop the cult. We found a unlikely alliance with the giants there, and to make sure we got out there safely as well. We did what we had to.
Legascus assisted us greatly against the cult, slaying an adult white dragon, and headed north to seek more giant allies to fight against the dragons. I don't think this is something of a mistake.
make a persuasion check.
Both of us, or
Just you, but with advantage.
okay. 16.
You see the majority of the council come to terms with that, and but Conrad just goes, the true force would have been able to bring the castle down, and we could have had it for ourselves. The goat then steps in and says, please, the idea of how unforeseeable that plan is to actually happen would have failed dramatically before it even started, before it even got close. Tight-knit group went in, dealt with the problem. A member of the Harpers also told us that you dealt with a hatchery. It's at that point Delane speaks up and says, it was said that you murdered 2 of the unborn hatchlings.
Who's tapping something?
That was me.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. But he's also tapping the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting into it.
Yeah.
This was ages ago.
That was right at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that, Taran goes, those eggs could have been used for ransom, or at least leverage on parents. Although the dangers are real, in having young wormlings run loose, apparently, you've all done well in rearing one.
Do have one in our care, and seems to be doing all right in abiding by our teachings. It doesn't mean we haven't strayed our eye from it, of course.
We do have the greatest handler in this land, Akram.
It would have been nice to. The gold speaks up. It would have been nice to have sold those eggs off to responsible buyers for more mercenaries. But it is what it is.
We
I think it was good that they were dead.
we were more unsure of who else could possibly train these dragons, so we took precautions as a necessary means.
Yeah, we wanted them dead for sure. We didn't want to like other people to.
Yeah. We could only take one with us at the time. We didn't want to risk the others falling into cold hands.
They all begin to give a nod at that. Delane, I still disagree with the methods of killing unborn creatures of the natural order. Dragons are part of this world, even if the cult is initially responsible for this.
These dragons weren't bred naturally, though. They were bred for the purpose of conquest.
And that is a dragon.
Dragons are solitary creatures, though. Not meant to be part of an army.
He gives you a stare as you counteract his input on nature with your own input on nature.
Like,
Because you know dragon.
Yeah. I'll stay dragons.
I've read dragon books all my life.
I play a green dragon in defense mode.
My dragon.
The god plays his hand out to the side regardless. At this point, you are to be congratulated for a job well done. For the defeat of this Rezmir, the leader of this Black Dragon sect, is no small task.
I'll look to Belvin.
Not wrong with that. It was a difficult battle, but she was slain.
Aye, and apparently the boy has a sword to prove it. Onfa puts his hand on his shoulder. But we must all take heed and be careful in dealing with this cult of the dragon. See, my nephew was mere but a young boy, a strapping young human boy. I blame the cult's dark magic for this, for what they've done to him. Hopefully one day he can be restored to his purest, finest self. And he gives you a nod.
I'll nod back to him. This is, in the end, this is all just a means to continue on. I don't plan on conceding my mission to get rid of this cult from this place.
Older Ravenguard speaks up and says, I hear you were all involved in the campaign in Chult, dealing with the undead hordes. The Flaming Fist had lost many men within the vast Amazon jungle as well, before the Order even showed up. Pray, might you tell what happened? How did you deal with this scenario?
We encountered the camp of the Order of the Gauntlet that was stationed there, and we deducted that the horde itself was being controlled and led by a lich in search of a
Artifact.
yeah. I'm trying to think what the artifact was, but
The god.
yeah. to power an artifact that was there.
They all kind of recall at the mention of a lich. Even Taran Hornblaze, and all his magical might is pulling on. He's stroking his beard and going,
We had assistance at the time. Onthra would know Angel,
"Ah, yes.
who aided us greatly during this campaign and was able to help us succeed in vanquishing the Lich and also one of the cult leaders that were there aiding.
There's a bit of a what is it?
The leader of the Green Dragon sect was also there. And
The Conrad looks over towards King Melandrake and goes, "Wasn't there a green dragon in your lands, elf?" And he just slowly turns his head towards Conrad and goes, "Why, yes, there was, Master Bronze Anvil. But we took great precautions in dealing with it. It seemed to left of its own accord." Old Bannerlate's following goes, "In any case, the Lich was dealt with, from the reports.
yes.
And this..."
Not in its entirety, I believe. We defeated the Lich twice, but I fear it may return again.
No, didn't Angel help with that?
Did she?
Didn't she seal away?
No, she unlocked the God Plate.
Okay, so that was
Yeah.
all. Yeah, right. That's cool.
Tyron strokes his beard and goes, "If we get any kind of sense into this Lich's phylactery, we can find its weak spot. Use it against it. They have a Lich, they definitely have masses of magic at their raid."
Well, yes, there was actually a red mage. A few red mages aiding the cult as well. We met on the Skyreach Castle.
DeGalt speaks up. "I'm sure that we've all, in the recent years, had a bit of a infestation of these red Thayan mages. We've travelled from the east here to the Sword Coast in the north. I hope we all agree to continue our arrangement of death on sight." And there's a little bit about
Because we learnt about the red mages of Thay, and like the guys that are working with the cult are like a splinter faction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Yeah, I'll tell the council that then. We've received information that the Red Wizards working with the cultists are not the true Red Wizards, but merely a splinter faction that broke off. And the true Red Wizards, from what I've heard, also wish to their destruction.
This off sect of theirs is led by a whatever his name.
Rathmodar?
Rathmodar, yeah, that's it. By a Rathmodar.
At that point, he goes, Onthar goes, "Whoa! Work. I heard rumors of working alongside the Arcane Brotherhood, but working with the Thayans? I'd never do that in my life, boy." Taran speaks up. "It is true that the Thayan wizards are worse off and hold no moral compass than that of the Arcane Brotherhood. But at least the Arcane Brotherhood operates in a realm of law, whether good or evil. These wizards are just pure chaos."
Are they trying to imply that we worked with them?
No, they're trying to... Onthar's trying to imply that they would never work... That he himself or his faction would never work with Thayans.
Couldn't fathom what, actual working with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Taran believes it's a great risk.
True.
All right.
But desperate times do call for desperate measures.
Desperate indeed. As the first casualty of the Age of Dragons, the Gult proclaims. Moving forward, we wish to grant you access to the resources and sites deemed necessary for further investigations. Though this will carry a burden of oversight from us, the Sword Council. If the Court of Riverguard misbehave or abuse these powers, your actions will be reviewed and the writ will be revoked. There is something we must see to, I believe, straight away, and that is finding the location of this Drakhorn and stopping these sounds.
There are a few little extra things we need to come forth with as well. Yesterday, well, a couple days ago, we gathered information of the possible whereabouts of one of the leaders of the White Dragon sect, which was then confirmed to be the leader of the White Dragon sect, Varum.
With this, even Remelia looks at you and just like...
We traveled to where we heard of sightings. I can't remember the place's name now.
Biorsky Bridge.
Biorsky Bridge, which we followed the trail to
Serpent Hills?
the Serpent Hills, which led to the ruins of
The temple or lair of Diderus?
Diderus, that's it.
I've read, Terrence picks up, I've read tomes on his. Many great stories, many great sayings.
Yes. There's powerful magics in that temple, in those ruins. But the Varum was going there because there was rumors of a pool that could see whatever you desired, the whereabouts. But so we followed his tracks and we found him there. And he was captured by a group of Yanti who resided in the mountain there, or in the hills.
Conrad speaks for us. So the damn serpent folks did the job for you.
Not quite. We clutched him from their grasp, and we got some information out of him before we finished him and rid him of this world.
Var. And Conrad thinks to himself, and then Amelia leans forward. Apparently to reports, Sir Shield Dwarf, he was one as well. Akin to your northern kind. And he turns and basically spits the dummy, just goes, "A blast to ye, woman! Ain't no worshippers of the cult be off there leading them like this, not for my clan, not for anyone from the Citadel." Basically just spits.
Well, if there was or wasn't, either way, he's been dealt with and he was able to give us information before his death. We have found out the locations of several cults.
The goat speaks up.
Strongholds.
His death? You captured him and killed him.
Yes.
And you didn't bring him back or his remains.
Did not have the time. We were quite few minutes past attacked by the blue dragon head and his ancient blue dragon, who we have found out the name is... Did we get a last name for Galvin?
You know of him as Galvin.
No.
The
Galvin.
the blue sect leader.
Riding on Lenarath.
Riding Lenarath, the ancient blue dragon.
At the mention of Lenarath, Taryn goes, "Aye," and looks over at Conrad. "That's the one that led the charge against across the North Spine. The one that made you seal all your citadels and underground mines up. The one that caused us to activate the moon barrier." Vermilion leans forward and goes, "I would have greatly appreciated it, Bright Candles, if you had informed me of these actions when they happened." And she leans back.
Things just happen. We don't really predict these things.
Look, apologies on not informing you. We felt stretched for time. We didn't want to miss up on that chance, and we thought any lull in our movement would have let him get away.
King Melandric then speaks up. "Regardless, you're able to sever one of the heads of this cult. That makes 3 to remain."
And we know the whereabouts of one. Severin, the red dragon leader.
The head, the mane.
Yes, he is currently, what we've been told, in the astral planes.
Tyron goes, "Plus, he could be anywhere then."
It's hard to say where he would be, but the one leader that we know is still here is Galvin. He is the one that knew where we were, and he attacked us. And he seems to be a much bigger threat at this point in time. My proposal is that he needs to be dealt with as well as Lenarath.
From what we learned, Galvin was working with Rathmadar on a summoning ritual to bring forth Tiamat into this plane.
He definitely seems to me the brains of the operation of the cult. I suggest he is the main target.
Hello, Clemmy.
The
girl.
It's like whinging. Every time you said something, you're whinging. Well, yeah, because the whole Lenarath come down and try to kill us, you know?
Look, I got answers for all of them. Bring it.
Exactly.
Oh, but what about... Oh, yeah, don't worry about that, but we got that.
So you said,
No, we get that.
the girl leans forward and says, "So you're saying we should attack their strongholds directly on a suicide run towards them?"
No, but we need to focus our attention.
We know where they
weaken them.
are. There's no rush. But I think a scout, since we do know the locations now, and get a full understanding on where we can attack and weaken their defenses. But if we find Galvin and Lenarath, preferably separate, we need to take a chance to take either of them out.
Make a persuasion check.
Your moment. So you've been training for
27.
plus 12. Fucking hell.
Nice.
That's a good plus.
An attack against
Brilliant.
one such as Lenarath. Lenarath has been said to destroy forces miles and miles and miles away from him. He is a storm, Tyron says. He decimated the majority of our armies before even coming close to it.
I agree that numbers will not give us an advantage against a dragon as powerful as Lenareth.
But more maybe if we keep our wits about us, surely we could think of a plan. I'm not saying a straight up frontal assault, but at least consideration on what we need to do to slay this beast. And if I can quote, if civilization is to survive, all must unite against the dark forces that threaten it. Isn't that what we're doing now?
Darla then stands up again. Then we must bring another ally to the table. The Arcane Brotherhood. They refused all and every forms of communication with us ever since their attack on the cult attack on Luxon. They've effectively sealed themselves off. All their members, bar one, are safe. The Sea of Moving Ice was the last known location of the Drakhorn. It was also the last known location of their last member, Macath the Crimson. Apparently her studies recently were of the Drakhorn. Belvin, you sent a sending off to Macath a while ago.
Yes.
That literally fell on deaf ears none other than your own.
And just dumbfounded by that information. And this is the location of the Drakhorn perceived to be. And how long ago was the last communication with Macath?
We haven't seen her for nearly 2 years. That is what the sources say.
But when was it? When did you hear that that is where the Drakhorn is?
When she literally told the Arcane Brotherhood that she had acquired what she had to in Riverguard and was then heading off to the Sea of Moving Ice in search of study.
I will. And if. Shh.
The goat leans in and says, "Then it's settled. The first request is that Macath is returned safely from her exposition. If she or if her remains can be found, be brought back. During which time, will be left to a vault, who here agrees to pledge resources to figuring out their attack, figuring out a strategy, a plan of attack."
Who's saying this?
De Gault, the man at the
Never
head.
remember.
De Gault never.
Yeah.
Remilio puts his hands up and goes, "The Harpers will begin their investigations into this Lenarath and the cult strongholds."
And
You failed to mention as well, Riverguard, about Lork. Lork is their main mercenary force's stronghold, the Iron Circle.
We've had a lot to cover.
You have.
I planned on pointing out the exact locations on a map to you all. But yes, sorry. Apologies, I did skip that. But the search and possible rescue of Macath the Crimson I will elect the Court of Riverguard for this journey.
Vikram just turns to you and goes,
He's across the table. I would punch him otherwise. Like a tap on the shoulder.
like he wasn't looking at you to begin with, and then just goes,
Yeah.
and then just goes. Aye. Sandstorm has ultimate say.
All right.
Belvin has elected us to go rescue Macath.
Who we don't know where she is.
Us particularly, just our group, or just the whole of Riverguard?
Us.
The Court of Riverguard.
Court of
which is
Riverguard.
us.
Sorry,
I said
Actually,
that.
The court. That's a new fancy name. You haven't...
I did say the Court of Riverguard.
He did.
Yeah, you guys. I trust my advisors. Give a nod.
I feel Belvin's motivations are
3-1.
somewhat biased. But
Well,
it seems
we don't-
I'm outward.
Well, they're looking for the
This
Leonard
mission
stuff.
I feel is best for a small team like us, while every other leader and their troops and can scout and make hopeful havoc on all the strongholds. I feel like it's the best delegation of tasks for us.
Have we given them locations that we know of?
I was gonna get a map and I was gonna point them out
There's
where
three?
he pointed them out afterwards because I feel like there's no map I can just pull out right now. Yeah.
What about this map?
Yeah. Isn't Luke out? I'm sorry.
Look at
Isn't
that.
Casimir out, Matt?
Create a map on the table. And
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Put like beacons basically. Like red
Yeah, well, there you
beacons,
go.
like pointing to all the strongholds that we know of.
Nice. That's sick.
Even with names.
Yeah.
After you say that, the Court of Riverguard will handle it. The girl says, "Then it's settled. I assure you that you will have the fastest sails out of Neverwinter to travel the sea of moving ice." The council then agrees that time is of the essence, but only some of them agreed that, well, not all of them agreed that the morally lacking compass of the arcane brotherhood of mages be brought into the flock, but their arcane might and knowledge is needed. Though every city-state does have their own effective guild of mages, the arcane brotherhood is a massive collection of arcane might.
Are you an arcane brother, Kaz?
No.
You know?
Definitely,
Still one called.
they are much needed allies to take down Lenarath.
Yeah. I felt like we were gonna do
They
this
will
with
take
Kaz.
him. They will take him, bring him down from the sky, while we get rid of him off the earth.
And we are in agreed. We are in accord. Then he then claps his hand. A servant brings out a small writ for each of you. That basically gives you investigative power over the coast.
Nice.
Uh,
Do we have to
leading-
sign it, or is it just ours? The writ is ours.
the writ is yours.
Yeah.
Well, you sign it at the bottom, but the writ is yours.
And then
The-
roll it up, put it in my bag.
Following the closing of the council session, Casimir pops up the illusionary map, shows of all the locations. Sir Istival says the closest of any of our states is Daggerford to Lork. If any, at some point before we attack Lenarath, if we can stage an assault on the heart of their main force, cut this off from them, the cult will have no backing might from this mercenary company.
No.
First, we need to gather more information on their numbers and capabilities.
King Melandric says, yes, I do agree on that. I still advise much caution when all of us dealing with this. We must not be too hasty.
Do they
Caution
know,
is definitely advised. I do agree with you on that one.
do they know about the dragon masks?
No,
Oh.
No?
nothing's been said about a dragon mask.
So we know of magical artifacts that we believe the cult requires to summon Tiamat. There are 5 masks in all. Each contains
Each representing each head.
each contains a fragment of Tiamat's power. We know the location of 3 of the masks. Typically, each leader carries a mask. And Severin is searching for 2 of the masks. This is why he's in the astral plane. As those 2 are in the possession of a void dragon, the green and the black mask.
Which I'm sure you have heard the reports of this dragon attack on Riverguard. Just before the horde of dragons attacked each city.
Yes, it said there was a dragon of the night sky. This is Tauren speaking, by the way. There has been no recorded history of a dragon of the night sky. And King Melandrake even backs up by saying that is correct, even through hour-long reflections of life. What you speak is nonsense.
Honestly, it's quite hard to explain ourselves. Even seeing it was unbelievable, but it's what we saw. This dragon cracked through
Space.
the barrier of planes and just attacked, and it seemed to be in search of these artifacts.
We used the pool of divination in Daedarus's tomb to search for the dragon, and we found its lair beyond the void. And we believe it's only reachable through the astral plane.
Saying they're reaching to powers beyond that of this world into the astral sea and bringing them here. Hoping to these masks, Melandrake says.
That's not all. We know the blue mask is with Galvin, and they, based on what the Varams told us, they completed one of the components for the ritual with the green sect leader, Nervain.
At that, King Melandrake just turns his head directly to you and says, "What did you say?"
Because I don't know that that's his son.
Yeah.
The name, speak that name again.
It was Noramvame. He was the green
The green
leader.
sect leader.
That there's just shock on his face. Just no. Slams his hands and goes, "No!" And he storms out of the room as the council begins to break down. And
Unfortunately, I can confirm with my own eyes. It was him.
So, like, we don't know that's his son,
I do.
no.
do you?
Wouldn't I?
You do.
Yeah,
Belvin
I was
does.
gonna say I do. Belvin does.
He didn't tell us.
I only recognized him at this meeting from the war. So,
Uh,
Nurenvain was Melendric's son.
There are
well, that is awkward.
there is a silence that goes over the council that then breaks it into discussion about it. Some of it's very heated, and then the god goes, "All right, enough. I think we've had enough of it. Enough of a day. Court of Riverguard, you have your task. We will sort out the logistics of your setting sail later on. For the moment, you can retreat home and get some peace before sailing out. I'll provide you with the circle, the teleportation circle, for Neverwinter. And there you can sail out of Neverwinter to the Sea of Moving Ice. Meanwhile, myself and the other delegates here will also return back to our lands, and we will work on putting troops, resources, and our powers to work together through this. Council's adjourned.
We look forward to hearing from you all. And I'm gonna leave. Bow, like hand on the chest and bow, and then start leaving.
Cats will do the same. So
Ikram doesn't even bow, he just gets out and leaves.
I just do a nod, and then my cloak just comes above
I
him.
can imagine you doing these ones.
Yeah,
Flip your head up.
like 'cause it's a dark environment,
And then
right?
like a damn it, Sandstorm.
It's a dark environment.
It's quite well lit.
Well,
Yeah.
On it.
You see, he's
Well,
like,
yeah.
and they're like,
they
what's this guy
can't roll
doing?
higher than me. I stealth away, and they're like, "What the hell did he
Cancel.
go?"
You just like go under the table. You're
He's
like,
was gonna
so
say,
powerful.
what the fuck?
Handsome flips his cloak.
And I whispered
Hides
to like,
hides like on front of
yeah, yeah. I
like
whispered
he's
to
just
you
like
guys.
pulled up. He's like pulled up on Belvin's chest, puts his head up on his thing while Belvin's walking away.
Yeah, it's just like, whoa.
At that, you leave the Paragon's Palace with Onthar and Leosin, head on back to Trollskull Manor. I will leave the decompression till next session, though we will also talk about how you will approach this leaving and how you will prepare for leaving to the Sea of Moving Ice. As a note, over the next couple of weeks of your characters' lives, in preparation, you will have delivered cold weather gear to survive in the cold environment. Spiked boots, all the equipment you need to basically go to Antarctica.
Which I figured more than likely
Nice.
would possibly be provided.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All provided and all set up.
Yeah.
And we will say 2 weeks go by, and next session we will go with the setting sail from
So-
Neverwinter.
Okay, so it takes 2 weeks for the boats and stuff to get ready.
Yes, for it to be all prepared. 2 weeks is going to go by.
No, that's cool. I was wondering what the time frame. Cool. There's a few
Yeah.
things I want to do.
And with that, we'll end tonight's sessions of Dragon's Brew D&D.
Good diplomacy, guys.
That was a whole session of that. That's ridiculous.
Good diplomacy, guys. I think actually we
I
did
think,
pretty
it's,
good.
I think it's pretty important.
I think it was pretty good.
You did some pretty good things.
Mate, I honestly, for some reason, like, because I don't think we've talked to too many higher ups about the stuff that we did. We just expect people to know what we've done.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
actually, like, there's like little,
What was that?
like, you know, stories about
animals?
us. I'm gonna say, yeah,
There
but no
are.
one, not actual, in telling what has happened.
That's the thing. I always just assumed, like, do you know?
Yeah,
when
that's
they
what I
ask-
mean.
When they
These
go,
guys know that, right?
when they were
No.
introducing us, I'm going, Do they know all my?
It's like, you
Like,
might have
no
heard
one
of
like
us.
how the
Well,
king of
actually, we
Mesro
haven't
is.
heard of you.
They know what Mesro is. Trying to explain that to them. I don't know.
It's a lost
How
city.
much do I have to explain to them? Like, do I have to go into all the details and?
Honestly, in my head, Sandstorm was talking for at least 5 to 10 minutes about
Yeah.
explaining.
I could have explained a lot of my stuff.
Yeah,
I was trying to make it short as sweet, but like I'm like, wait, do I have to explain
Yeah.
my tribe, my lady?
But-
Oh, my Tabaxi. Do you know where the Tabaxi is going?
Nah.
you know we got a Tabaxi?
Honestly, I think that went pretty well.
That did go very well. That did go very well for what I had set out from what they knew versus what you were going to bring to the table. Telling them about the mask was important. Bringing out Naroving in the first session was important.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when I was talking about the Green Dragon later in Chult. I wasn't sure if I had to bring up Noravain.
Well,
But then
I
I
didn't know about him being his dad, so I was like, by
They,
the way, this is pretty important.
I actually was going to bring it up, but then one of the other leaders ended up asking me a question about the Lich and stuff, so I got sidetracked on it.
Sorry.
No, that's not your fault, but like that's why Belvin forgot to mention it.
Anyway,
Like,
we'll be.
I would have elaborated on the ritual stuff with the Green Dragon leader as well.
Yes, indeed. We can assume a lot of the much more smaller details that we couldn't fit into tonight's
Were
session.
elaborated on.
Oh yeah,
Elaborated on completely. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Dragons and Cats. This was a nice, fun, wonderful session of diplomacy and very small amount of rolls before we go on another adventure as these brave heroes have been called to go upon.
Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls overall.
5
Holy
rolls.
shit.
That's it. We did.
Oh
And
my god.
let's be real, the most important one, a 27. Showing off that persuasion.
That's pretty good.
Come and join us in on Discord. We will be off next week because of Avengers Endgame.
Oh my god.
Unless we can do it on like the Thursday or Friday night. I don't know.
Robbie's off Wednesday anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can still play.
We don't know if Rob can make it either though.
Yeah.
There we go.
Exactly.
Um,
So we'll just take next week off.
It's all Easter around it.
Yeah, it's Easter time.
Thurs- Thursday's Anzac Day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a public holiday week for Australia.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
public holidays around there.
It's a bit of a. I don't think that's the thing for my stream as well. I don't think I'll be streaming Tuesday night.
Yeah. It is 8 days of double demerits.
Oh,
8 days.
That's yuck.
I'm literally
Don't
not
speed,
leaving the house.
Don't speed by 1 kilometer.
I'm not
Just
gonna
been all really fucked. Anyway, you can catch us on the interwebs as Dragons and Cats. You won't be catching me on Tour School's channel because we're going to be off for the next 2 weeks as well from the Vice. But you can catch me on Tuesday night with our Underachievers D&D, a new campaign we've got going on. It's being moved to Tuesday night as Monday night is Easter Monday. And yes, indeed.
Well, perfect, because mine is normally Tuesday night, but I won't be having it Tuesday night.
Yeah. Calf the Crimson will apparently be back.
McCaff. Yeah, that's the thing. When you talk about the McCaff thing, I was like, I'm not even going to try to get in the way of this. Let's just get it over and done with. It's going to happen either way.
Kath the Purple if she's in Antarctica.
We'll find out. See what happens.
It's going to happen anyway. We can't get in between the love.
Exactly. Moment.
As soon as she said that, it's like, I volunteer. Like, Belvin.
I volunteer tribute.
It's just an audible sigh from Kazman.
Yeah, I'm just like.
Could have rebutted it if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
I'm just like, whatever.
And Carl's controlling Icarus, so he's just like,
Because we don't really know exactly with the Lenaraf thing. We don't know which direction to go in.
Yeah,
But
we
So
don't
I
know where
thought,
he is.
I don't know where to go. Let's just
But,
wait.
like,
They work it out.
It
Then
sort,
we'll
of,
go.
it sort of made sense because she's a part of the
Arcane Brotherhood.
Arcane Brotherhood, and she's our way to negotiate with them to ally with us to help.
To basically basically bring to the table high tier magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like if you guys want to go for a travel to the astral sea, bang, just give McCaffin a call. She'll sort you out. Off you go. Bye.
She'll sort us out.
Exactly.
And then we just get
Exactly.
stuck there. And we're like, oh shit.
I can't remember why she left. Why'd she leave again?
Because she had to go to the North Sea.
for her mission that she had.
I remember the secret fucking scene.
Her
You
mission.
can go see that on Pornhub later. There's like a link. There's like a link where it goes from D&D, and then I'm sure Viridian drew up some kind of hentai. There is. It's
Yeah,
not
just-
actually. You can see it in the.
Oh, God.
Yeah, just
You
look
can
at
see it in the not
Discord.
safe for work.
as long as you are 18 plus, you can go in and have a
18 plus text channel in the
This is
Discord,
internet. Who cares?
and there's actually fan art of McCaff and Belvin. I'm pretty sure.
So go and check that out. But this time,
lying.
Belvin's a black dragonborn.
That would have been different now.
Anyway,
Rude.
Belvin's looking a little bit different. We're
How
going
can
to go.
The
Give a
creator themselves said rude.
We're going to give a raid to. We're going to go out and give a raid. Let's go. Let's go say hello to Bill. Bill's playing Borderlands 2, so we're going to give him a wee bit of love.
Hey, crit snats.
Exactly.
You've come into that.
Oh, Kritsnats, welcome to hell.
All of a sudden, you look at your Discord. 20 people have joined Discord
Oh my god.
because you mentioned the not safe for work.
Until next time, friends, foes, and fiends.
I'll try to make you
Keep
a
rolling 20s.
first year great
What
luck.
was tonight?
I'll make you a
Thank you,
sub
Crits
one,
Nats.
guys.
Yeah, we'll make a sub badge of that.
No, not a sub badge. I'll say I'll make you a sub. I'll set up. I can't get access to your thing, but I can do a raid for subs as well.
Yeah, I forgot to do that the other day. I forgot what it was, to be honest.
You just instead of Twitch raid, put in your Dragons and Cat. There we go. Copy and paste that. So subs can do that.
All right, so if you are subbed, you can get on that little bandwagon. So until next time,
Yeah.
friends, foes, and familiars, let's go and have ourselves a bit of a raidy poo with Bill. Why'd I say raidy poo?
That's you do you.
That's just a you thing.
That's just a me.
Do you?
I'm so sorry you have to put up with my shit.
We told
Until
you.
next time, keep rolling 20s. See you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.